Live! Hooray! We are
Wow,
back
live.
once more with another episode of Lost Legends. We're going to start in our usual manner of introductions. First up, we have Verdazin as.
Iala.
We have Cross Crescent as.
Iala.
We have Blackheart as.
Taryc.
We have Sammi as.
Nim.
We have Tobias.
Cassian.
We have Yuli as me, the friendly DM. Who would like to give me a recap? No pony.
Flipping through my notes to see if I have enough.
Otherwise, this is going to be a GM Inspiration Week.
Ooh. Well, I could do it, but I also like the GM getting to be inspired, so this is complicated. So I guess I'll do it though for my fellow players.
Okay.
Unless somebody's got it.
You
All right.
go ahead.
All right. So last week on the game, which I'm going to hit my thing so I'm unfiltered. We, as a group, continued our preparations, which included going back into town. We were there to go pick up Bill, but we did go and talk to we talked to Bill, found out that Bill had been born on the plains, but Bill had been involved with picking up the bodies, and that he had gone there with the local priestess of the All Faith Church and our sweet column with like wagon, and that they hauled the bodies back and buried what they had found. We talked to Colum briefly about kind of little bits and bobs. I think I put in a bunch of orders for climbing equipment with them, and me and Taryc kind of split the difference. Then the group went to see the priestess as a group. Well, kind of as a group. Nim got taken away to speak with the Whispers for a bit, while the group was talking to the priestess. Gifted, or oh god, I said gifted. Wow, this is bad. I gotta put $1 in the swear jar now. All right, so Nim had to had time with the Whispers, but eventually rejoined the group. We talked more with the priestess, finding out she's hiding a lot of stuff, and she's been around a really long time, and that she is part of some sort of pact with Pan, having sealed some things away that need to be sealed away. Mysterious, not giving a lot of information. She definitely doesn't trust the group enough, and that's okay. Not sure if the group trusts her. It's a weird give and take. A little bit more information was kind of pieced together of where we're going. The site matches up with the location of a certain flower that Noah and Cassian, I believe, had information on, that the local herbologist would like to have. Parakeet's angry. The group then kind of went back, reconnoitered with Torrenfell, letting them know that we were leaving before sunrise with Bill, because Bill was going to be coming, and that we would be heading out into the plains to give us the most amount of time. Noah went back and got some flagpoles made, little oddly shaped bits of wood to stick in the ground, and various bits of ripped cloth to make flags with, or little strips of cloth, I think is what it was. Nim went back and had a lovely evening of meals and talking with the Whispers, because it's a nice social thing to do, and she's trying to be part of the community a little bit. We all got back together, went to bed that night. Nim slept inside her ring for about 4 hours of the night, and other people slept in their various ways, except for Noah, who's like eternally walking around and staring at stars, avoiding sleep as much as possible so that they never get the bad nightmares. And other people had nightmares about bad things happening to Torrenfell. And also, before that happened, Torrenfell had invited Cassian to be their new apprentice. Cassian had a dream that his previous master showed up in his dream and was urging him to protect Torrenfell, and not to trust the man that comes in the night. Meanwhile, Taryc, I believe, had a dream where some masked figure, or monster or something killed everybody in the party, but Taryc, Cassian, and Torrin fell, and that Torrin fell suddenly took an arrow in the back or something like that. And there's that sense of urgency, protect Torrin fell kind of dream. And then
Torenfell was
everybody
run
woke
through
up.
the chest by a figure with fingers missing on their hand.
Oh yeah. Figures missing on their hand, and and then that's right. Arrows hit somebody else, and
Yes.
then the that's right, and then the sword plunge happened. All right, and then sorry, my bad. Then we woke up for the morning, made last minute preps. Nim in a moment of confusion in the morning. I don't know. This was like weird. She had like this moment of like thinking of somebody else, and it's disgusting. She went and hid her ring because she doesn't want anything to happen to her patron, and she made the pseudo dragon stay behind. And then we left with Bill off into the distance, and that's where we left off.
You did indeed. So, you can have a bonus inspiration for the recap. Everybody remember to refresh the inspirations. You can also have a bonus inspiration for getting me those carpenter names as I asked for last week.
Yay.
So, yeah, you're starting the game loaded, inspiration-wise.
Oh, woo!
And yes, we are going to pick up shortly into your departure. The safety of the keep is sort of just starting to feel distant now. You can still see it if you look back, but you are soundly into the plains now. It's a chill early morning. The sun is just starting to rise, and there was a sense of eeriness departing in when it's still fairly dark out, but no seeming whispers or anything to haunt you. You may have felt some shivers down your spine, but hopefully self-inflicted. The sun is starting to peak and rise, daylight starting to greet you, and Bill is just whistling a merry tune as he trudges along with you.
Scampering along with everybody.
For the once Iala is properly wearing her coat, it's not draped over her elbows because it's so chilly.
Nim is skipping around morning dew at this point.
Yeah, the grass is a bit damp. For most of you, that just means your boots are getting a bit wet on the outside. Hopefully, most of them are fairly treated, so not getting any dampness inside. But for Nim, it's a wet world, Nim.
It's so wet this morning.
Isn't it awful when your socks get wet and it just gets stuck between your toes? Do you wear socks or have toes? No, I was just asking.
Yeah, it seems like a real weird thing for people to wear cloth over their feet.
Well, it makes sense. They're not like they don't have hooves, so it gets a lot colder for them.
So it seems real weird for people to have bits of metal nailed to their feet, eh? Eh?
I like the fact that I'm technically not falling into either one of these things right now.
And thus your feet are cold.
Why would you stab yourself with
heard
nails? I
past.
don't understand.
Well, it's because on cobbleways, hooves can break because of how hard the ground is, and that's why you got to nail a bit of metal on beneath them.
Why don't you just wear shoes? They pad your feet so they don't get hurt. Like soft shoes, like leather. Why don't you
I
put
don't
leather
know
on
how
your...
to make
why,
horse. Well,
why
don't they already?
why do you stab the metal into your feet? Why don't you just wrap some leather around them so they get padded and they not get hurt?
And not just
Don't
have
try
tougher
through it
feet.
so fast it's not funny.
But not just have tougher feet.
My tootsies are delicate.
It's because they're hard. That's the problem.
Wow.
Wow.
The party has 3 different ways of protecting their feet, one of which is nothing.
Well, I prefer to have the shoes. They are comfy on the tootsies, but I do like to run free in the dirt. That is sometimes fine, you know. The only time I don't like it is when the ground is very hot. Then it is not nice on the toes. Does the ground get very hot here?
Well, I can't say I've ever experienced hot ground.
Sometimes when the sun is very high in Tuli, it makes the sand sizzle.
Oh, that sounds downright hellish.
It makes the air go all weavy.
Description.
Honestly, I honestly want to see one of the deserts in Tuli. I'm going to have to go there after we're done here. Maybe you could show me around.
I don't know very much about different places. I was only in one place, but I love Tuli. So Bill,
Yeah?
are we many hours away?
Oh, yep, quite a few. Quite a few. We'll spend a better part of the day walking, so pick up those legs and hopefully we'll get there before the return trip becomes a problem, huh?
I don't like how you said that.
Oh, please. He strums his lute a little bit and goes, bards have to have a flair for the dramatic, even when it's ominous.
I think it would be especially ominous. Or dramatic, right?
What about, you want something to lift the mood a little bit? Distract you
Yes,
from the weary
please.
woes?
Yes, please. There's nothing to hear but the sounds of the plains, and I don't want to hear any more of that whispering.
Okay,
The grass is getting very tall.
would you like a little ride up?
Sure, I will take a ride.
He actually just like lowers his lute down for you to clamber up.
Yep, I'll climb up this.
Are we in directly going into the plains, or are we going along?
I think we're
Right now.
going
You're
along
heading direct
until we
into the plains, actually.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but we're not in the plains quite yet.
Nope, you are.
Oh, we
The-
are already.
the,
Okay.
the forest is basically fading into the distance behind you. The plains, again, plains is a semi-apt descriptor. It's more moorish in spots, plains in others. It's a very large area. So the terrain
But
does
most-
shift a little bit, but you can see a good distance. There might be like little bits hidden by dips and delves in the hills, but this is a place where you can see to the horizon pretty cleanly. The horizon to your direct north just sort of stretches off until you can't see anymore because of the horizon itself. More to the northeast are mountains, which carry on far to the east, and cutting off east and then south are basically forest. But even the eastern forest line sort of is out of sight thanks to the horizon line.
All right. Taryc, can you plant this first flag here? Just jam it into the ground.
We'll jam it into the ground.
Right. You go ahead and give me an athletics check. Right. You jam it into the ground. It sticks there a bit, but it does wiggle back and forth. And you realize if you want these to last, it's going to take some. You're going to have to like hammer them in. Like the ground's not so soft that you can just sink these in easily. But I don't think you were able to collect all your climbs kits. They've still been worked on. But I will say you have a couple, which does include hammers.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, I have a mace.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other problem with this is the sheer length of the poles. Hammering probably going to have to be the flyer, or you guys are going to have to do some shenanigans.
Let me just stand on your shoulders, Taryc.
You wanna
We
do
were
that?
just discussing about the hooves. That's probably not good for her shoulders.
I don't mean to sound rude, but if you're gonna stand on anyone, he just looks at you, Cassian.
And on the table.
There's a better solution. Give me a second. I gotta open
Yeah,
up.
And
I
to
do
the
it this
person
I
hammer.
can
who can
totally
fly.
get this. I've got this problem all figured out. It's okay. Nima climbs to the top of the pole and sits there. Got it.
I think you gotta be a little bit heavier. Try
I
jumping
hop
up
up
and
and down
down.
on the end of the pole.
As you're all
No.
like
Okay,
solving this problem,
I misread the.
Doesn't work. Climbing back down.
Bill's gonna like just sit down on a rock, start strumming his lute, singing a little song. In the hush of dawn, where dewdrops cling, a fae emerges with gossamer wings. A gown spun from moonbeams and mist,
I'll die.
whispers secrets only morning can assist. And he just carries on as you how are you solving this?
Iala is just gonna fly up and hit it with a hammer.
Okay, right. Yeah, Iala can fly up and start hammering it down. Taryc supporting it, keeping it steady.
I'm going to ask the GM one question as we're doing this.
Yes.
You said we were able to collect, I'm guessing since you said a couple, you mean 2.
I would say you
Or
have
just
3
one.
climbing kits.
3. I'm going to carry one. Who
I
else
figured
wants
you
to carry?
I figured. Well, we haven't collected all of them yet. You saying that nicely that we might have parts of it right now, so it wouldn't have all been done yet.
No,
would be done
you
today.
have 3 climbing kits. You're basically missing 2.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say 2 of them are in my vessel then, because me and Taryc were the ones at bottom.
Okay, and I will carry one, so I'm just going to drag.
So it's in my vessel back at camp. You have the one that because I gave
So
you money to help out because you bought in on what I was doing because I was just buying it and then you went no, I'll put 40 down.
Just to make sure is what we got the equivalent of an actual climber's kit.
Yes.
So
That's basically what I ordered. Yeah.
Okay.
I just was ordering like all the stuff that was in a climber's kit. Was what I was doing.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
mechanically,
make sure.
the things add up to a climber's kit.
Okay.
Because I was originally thinking that we have 3 people that don't have the ability to go up very well. So yeah. I was like, huh, that might be a need someday.
Actually, you know what? Let me roll this 1 second. Okay, that's below. Actually, you only have 2 complete climber's kits. You have some extra pittons and so on, but you don't have like a lot of rope, hammer, and so on. Okay. Yeah, you are able to hammer this into place. I will say that as you are doing this, you are now starting to realize it takes time to do one of these. And this is now something you guys have to weigh into your travel. Stopping to do one of these every now and then probably going to add time to your journey. And if you're trying to rush that, and what was that, Cassian?
How long did it take for the one?
Others will probably be quicker, but this one, it took you about 5 minutes or so to like get yourself situated, get it hammered into place. Actually, probably a bit long. Yeah, I have a tendency to underestimate how long things take. I'm sure you've all.
It's probably going to take about 15 minutes. Is about right.
I think this first one, 15 minutes. You'll probably be quicker on the subsequent ones simply because you did problem solving with this one.
Well, we'll just kind of. We don't need to be that careful. I think we have a big lot. We have a lot of them, so let's just make it quick. This is mainly just so that we can get back quickly.
But I also thought it was good to have markers, so further adventures. If we are out in the plains, if we find our markers, it will help us get back.
Yeah, but I don't really want to risk going this far out Well, we can just come out tomorrow, yes?
Yeah, but we should just put these things as placeholders, just so that we can get there and get back before the sun goes down, and then we can make better ones tomorrow and kind of do it more carefully.
You know how
If
windy it
we-
gets out here at times. You don't secure those right, they're gonna just blow down and you're gonna lose them.
Well, it's not like we are in too much of a rush. We just, if we need to, we can just come back out tomorrow. So,
Bill, how long do you think it would take to get to where we are going?
At my rate or at your assumed rate?
Your rate.
Maybe about 4 hours.
What about our assumed rate?
He looks at the pole that you guys just hammered in. He sort of waves his hand and goes, 6, 7.
And roughly how long till sundown?
Oh, this time of year, this place, he sort of looks up and goes, we left early enough. I don't think sundown's going to be... let's see, you guys left... I think you guys have left at about 5 in the morning. He's going to say, I think we got about 12, 13 hours.
So if we do this, we will be getting back just about at nightfall.
Potentially.
yeah, it seems so.
But that
Well,
would not give us any time to look around, and we'd have to repeat the trip tomorrow then.
now that we are here, do you think you can just find a way back without these markers? She asks the trackers in our group. There's not very many much in the way of landmarks out here.
What type of check would I need to make
Survival.
to figure that out? Survival? Okay. Where's my character sheet? There it is. Is this both of us make it, or is this a one make, other assist type thing?
I'll leave it up to you guys.
I will. If you want to assist me, I'll make the roll.
Okay. Because I know you have a better survival right now than I do.
Right. You feel fairly confident. Like, getting back exactly to your fort might be up in the air a little bit, but like heading for the forest, not a hard course to have. Just making your way back to air quote supposed safety from the plains isn't going to be hard. Getting back to the village, you're confident that you know the path, but even if you lost it, it's not too major a deal.
So I base. Okay.
We should
You really
be,
can't miss the
I
forest
guess,
for the trees.
I guess we can. We can
That way.
find the forest pretty easily. So I guess just drop the sticks that we have here, and then we just make a beeline.
Or we could do the opposite. We go there, we do what we need to do, and then on the way out, we lay a couple markers all on the way to help guide back to that location. But we don't do it the whole way.
That actually might be a good idea.
Because if you can find the way out easy, then it's really just finding your way to that landmark or a landmark, right?
And so it's basically just flat here, right? For the most part.
Flat as far as large areas of terrain go. There are dips and
Rolling
hillocks and so
bits
on,
of it,
but yes.
If nothing else, if looking up at the little cloth on them,
might find some good advantages to put these also if we can just go along the path, and then if we know like there are bigger rises, we could put it up on hills.
and we do have the ability to get into the air and try to spot them at least too.
Oh, that is true.
Look at Lilia.
We do have a beautiful dragon with us.
This is true.
Speaking of, is Saeed actually following? Or am
yes.
I needing to? Okay.
Saeed is getting distracted by like different kinds of bushes and so on. Like, oh, that one's a different color. I need to try that with my mouth. Licks from a muddy puddle. Basically exploring its surroundings, being a baby.
That made it sound so much worse. So basically, what I'm going to be doing
Thud.
is this like
That's
a little rock?
rock.
It's gonna lean down and pat it. It's like,
It's covered in
that's-
drool.
is this big enough that I can still lift it?
Yeah, you have to use two hands, but you could.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna actually just gonna shot put. I don't know if he's trying to chase it or not.
No, just
I'm
watches
pretty
you
sure
as the rock leaves your hands.
Okay, I should actually do it. Hey,
You get it.
decent shade check.
Yeah, you get it about like 10
save.
feet.
Drop that
You
by two.
remember that thing I linked you earlier? A fish just died in the river.
Yeah. As you finish off discussing this, Bill's sort of like moving along again, standing up, still strumming at his lute, continuing to sing to himself.
Jim is occasionally going down his arm and trying to like push on the strings to try and help.
It's loud when you get on the guitar. On the lute.
Oh, it's so loud.
But he sings along. She parrots in petals light as air, her laughter and melody enchanting and rare. Each dew-kissed blade of grass becomes a stage, as sunbeams peek through leaves, an audience engaged. And just continues leading you along. I would like... yes?
I was going to say, depending upon how quickly he's moving, I was going to try to get some full foraging in, but not leave...
that's what I was going to ask. How people are busying themselves in their journey. Are you just trudging along, head down, like trying to ignore the passage of time, just keep going, or are you trying to busy yourself with things? Are you looking out? Do you want to do foraging? What are your activities? I think I'm gonna need somebody, if you want to continue posting, basically just doing checks, gauging your distancing and so on, which I think Noah, maybe that's you.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you're not having to do much in the way of like finding your way, simply because Bill is leading it right now. So I think it's more you like keeping an eye on these marker spots and like trying to remember the tracks, right?
Yeah, but were we going to put the markers down when we were coming back
Yeah.
instead?
You're doing it on your return journey? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it makes more sense. Yeah.
Can Noah kind of do like a crude start drawing a crude map as they're going along?
Yeah. You're putting out some parchment.
Yeah.
What are you doing this in? Charcoal, ink. What are you?
Charcoal.
Charcoal. Yeah. Okay. Nice and easy to work with while moving. In that case, do you have cartography?
I do.
All right. You've got survival as well, right?
Yep.
In that case, go ahead and give me a intelligence cartographer's check with advantage. Okay, 17. Yeah, you are mapping out decently. And as you journey, Noah, if you would go ahead, please, and look in the tiles section. I would like you to just put a little water tile here. And in fact, we should get a little
Water?
marker for the group.
Where?
Here, I'll grab this for you right there. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to do this small tile in there, and we're going to put a plain tile in there as well, just so that we know it is a plain section with a bit of water running through it. Because we don't have, oh my god, why won't it stick? So we don't have a river tile for this sketchy set.
Is there supposed to be something showing up?
Oh, I think I
It's
put
on the
those on the GM
maps.
layer.
I
I see them.
see stuff, but they're
They're right
not.
down there, right?
Oh,
No.
There.
nope. So I'm guessing the big one was the one that Noah grabbed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
guessing the small ones are the one that.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you know what? We will use a plain tile and we'll just draw a line through it. That's a smarter solution.
We
I
are
was gonna
smart.
say, we have drawing tools. We could just draw something there for now and then fix it later.
Yeah, if you want to do it like that. But yes, as you journey along, you see a little bit of river curving off towards the east.
So we're currently in this one
Yeah,
right now.
you're in this
That's
one.
where we are. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, it's a dog.
Dog. It's a
Woof, woof.
dog.
It's a
Dog.
doggo.
Okay. Right, and you are able to, and you're pretty sure this is likely. Oh, actually, no, sorry, it's not heading off to the east. It's actually continuing northwards. You will actually come across a river you've got to cross. It's only like a little shallow stream. It's not a difficult crossing or anything, but it is one of those unfortunate things of unless you're doing anything to bait it, you're likely going to get your boots wet. Comes up to like sort of mid calf on most of you, Nim. I think you want to climb somebody or fear drowning.
I can swim, but
That's true. You can swim. Do you want to get wet?
No, I'm riding Bill.
Okay, you're gonna continue riding Bill?
Bill became an offering at some point, and I'm riding Bill the whole way there.
Offering, huh?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fairish or anything.
Uh-huh.
And Noah will do the same thing, but with Taryc.
What?
Climb onto Taryk's shoulders and.
Why?
All right,
It's not
let's
that
get
deep.
across the. All right,
oh.
let's get across that river.
Also, just these hooves, this freaking goat just climbing all over you.
Goats are gonna go.
How much does Noah weigh?
What?
How much does Noah weigh?
20
You figure-
pounds, sopping wet. Let's see.
So how far can I throw Noah across?
Bill actually stops, puts his loot down, and he actually undoes his boots and removes his socks and rolls up his trousers, and then crosses the stream barefoot.
You don't even have boots or socks. You're not going to get anything wet.
Neither do you.
I know. That's why I was going to just be crossing.
I'm fooling around and get across already. Iala just kind of hovers across.
Bill's waiting on the other side. He's sort of drying off his feet a bit with just like the bottom of his cloak.
Gonna cross, I guess, with Noah on my back. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's like half movement or something.
They always take ages to come to a conclusion. He's asking you, Nim.
Yes, it's a bit of a thing. Sometimes I just like boldly go, and I think it unsettles everybody when I do that because I make quick but rash decisions.
Wait, aren't you supposed to be one with nature or something like that? Aren't you supposed to enjoy putting the water around your feet as I walk across to Noah? To Noah.
That's that, and this is this.
I have learned that the Moreb only likes the stars. They do not like animals, and they do not like nature.
You are blowing things way out of proportion.
No, you don't like it when animals hunt? You say you don't like, you are not an animal kind of the Moreb, and you don't like much of that, so I'm assuming you just like the pretty sky. Maybe you
Once
like
I've
birds.
Cross the
No,
river, I'm
birds
going to
aren't
take
animals.
Noah off of me and put Noah in the river.
What?
you carefully like almost fireman carry Noah and then just
no,
drop
said
him into
Noah
the water?
climbed on my shoulders.
Your Drake is splishy splashing about in the river. Keeps like lifting a leg, flapping it down.
I'm gonna whistle. Say it's fun. I know we can play
Your
on the way
Drake
back.
crouches down in the water, snout going beneath it, bubbling.
Gonna walk back out without Noah now and gonna start kind of.
I'm surprised you didn't just make the bold move just while Noah was on your back. Just go like trust fall backwards into the water.
I was worried I might injure the druid, so.
Immediately contact with water and shatters to a million pieces.
I was
No,
more
no.
concerned about the null falling on you.
No, Noah would be so upset because all of their papers would be ruined if you did that.
I'm gonna kind of start nudging Saeed. One, to make sure that it's not gonna drown. And two, to get him out of the water.
You have to wrestle your Drake out of the water. Drake seems to like the water.
Dip
But
yourself, make a pond.
soon the fierce river crossing is done, and you're all able to resume your journey. Bill continues singing to himself a little softer now. Like the words sound mumbled to a lot of you, except Nim. Nim, you can hear them clearly just because of proximity. And he's just singing, her dance a blend of magic and grace, footsteps painting rainbows in that sacred space. She twirls arms outstretched, embracing the morn, a sprite weaving dreams before the day is born. And you are able to continue onwards. Are you guys pushing on? Do you want to stop to eat? What's your plan? You've been traveling for a few hours now.
Do you want to check for food, by the way?
You're trying to hunt on the plains.
I'm
going to say you can forage. You're not going to be able to hunt, so you just get.
Yeah, no, I figured I was going to forage.
And it's not part of great stuff. You get some berries, but it's mostly like little bits of foliage that are safe to eat. Might not be too appetizing. This isn't a smorgasbord of selection, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, I figured it's removing.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where you might just be supplementing your rations if you actually want to have a semi-decent meal. You could survive here, but you wouldn't be happy about it.
Someone doesn't take rations, so.
I think I'll just take.
Actually,
use what I have. Thank you.
I should have probably asked the GM.
Mm-hmm.
With the stuff I've caught and stuff, would I have been able to actually make rations that are not preserved? Because that's the problem with rations and
not
me.
Really.
Okay.
Berries and so on, sure. Basically, if you're making rations out of certain meat butter and so on, they're not going to last more than a day or two.
Yeah. Well, actually, I would have been able to probably. I got a stag. We got the stag yesterday.
Yeah.
I probably would have been able to bring that with me as a ration for today.
Yeah, if you want to be carrying a bit of the stag with you.
Yeah, because fresh meat.
Yeah, I think most of your preserved rations would be in the sense of grains and so on. Hardtack, stuff like that. Okay. You have journeyed pretty far. As a little reminder, each of these hexes is about 6 miles in distance, and you travel about 3 miles in an hour. I'm going to say 2 miles right now because you're going over sort of rough terrain. It's slow pace. So you've been at this a good few hours. Actually, Bill's guiding you. No, yeah, you're doing a 3-hour pace. So by the time you're here, you've been out about 4 hours. Which Bill did tell you that's how long he thought it would take him. He doesn't show any sign of slowing right now.
Nim's been kind of just sitting. Okay, other than the occasional go, ha ha ha, I'm gonna help with the strings. Just mostly just kind of sitting quiet, just looking around a lot and just listening to Bill. Bill singing is very soothing to the mind because Nim's shaking a little bit. She's a little scared.
As you guys start to cross over into your next part of your journey, Bill suddenly gets a lot louder, strumming harder on his lute, almost like it's still in tune, but it's almost discordant just because of how hard he's doing it. And his voice picks up as he goes, "The flowers sway their colours in awe, as the face spins faster, defying all law. She dips and sways, a celestial delight, her laughter echoing through the soft morning light." And
Iala jumps at the sudden uptick in music.
Nims at point blank. Your ears just suddenly go like full back. I'm like, ah.
He sort of looks down at you and grins a little bit, Nim. Just continues whistling and strumming as he seems to do between his little choruses. Right. This section starts to become particularly hilly. There's that slight pain in your calves as you're having to both trek up hillocks and then that like you're having to slow your descent on wet, slippery ground and rocks as you go down them, which is almost worse than climbing. I don't know if any of you have experienced that.
I hate it.
It sucks.
Yalia is really not happy about wet ground after the dreams she had last night, so she's gonna kind of
You try to
every
fly.
once in a while is fluttering, keeping herself off the ground as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. You can't do it constantly because flying is very tiring, but you're able to avoid some of the worst of it.
Nim at this point has moved over to casting guidance on Bill. My helpful steed needs guidance as far as I'm concerned.
His music has gotten better.
Well, okay, so an athletics check coming Bill's way. I want to make sure Bill's got this, right?
Okay. If not, are you still drawing your map?
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a survival check. Cartography, rather, with advantage too.
The intelligence one again?
Yep.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay. Not only are you able to mark out this area as hilly, however you wish to do that.
I'm drawing green, and then okay.
Secondary thought a smiley face.
I don't know if I could put mine to the back.
Why are you drawing on my map?
I was trying to give you a background.
Just climbing on Noah's book and scribbling.
No, I was just trying to... Okay.
There.
Not only are you able to mark that area as hilly, but if you wish to note it somewhere, you can put a marker on that hex and put a subsequent marker on your sheet or such. You actually spot there is a sort of there's a climb, but like when it's a sheer face one, and not only that, it slants beneath it, gives you not quite a cave, but just like a under hill part. A sort of pride rockish strut out of stone.
Mm-hmm.
You find a really good place to shelter if you needed to.
That's an interesting little location right there.
Oh yeah, very nice windbreak. It's big enough to keep you out of the rain, even if it was blowing something fierce in the awful direction.
Oh, are we looking for a place like this somewhere in the hills?
Oh no, not like this. Still got a little further to go yet.
All right. I'm starting to get a little. I know you said this was going to be a walk, but since there's nothing out here in the plains, it's a little lacking in excitement.
Lack of excitement's a good thing, don't you think?
Especially with what the plains are known for.
Well, what is the song that you have been singing about?
Oh, it's about an old fae of this land. She was said to bring great blessings and great joy associated with the rising of the sun and the coming of the morning. Just I don't know, morning dew always makes me think of her.
Oh, it is a very lovely song.
Yeah.
What was her name?
It's lost to time. Or lost to another fae, or whatever the case might be.
Oh,
You
that
can
is
never be
right. I
sure.
have heard stories that they trade names.
Trade names, trade stories, trade lives. Not trade anything, really.
Huh.
But, well, there's a few little fables about her. It said that when there were forests here, it used to be her land.
Maybe I will trade my name. I could get a new name.
Never
Maybe
forced you?
I could get a longer name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what happened to them?
Well, it said there was the sun rose brightly on the horizon, brighter than it ever had been, burning and scorching away all the forests around it, leaving the crater, the mountains, and the plains.
Wow.
In fact,
That is.
the song gets a little poetic about it. It doesn't really mention that part, but it's in there if you sort of know what you're looking for. When the
Sometimes
sun
I wonder
ascends,
when the
chasing away
sun-
night's chill, the face retreats, leaving dewdrops on the hill, but her memory lingers, a whispered refrain of a dance that trends time, a fae's sweet refrain.
Huh.
That is very interesting. So,
I have often
something.
wondered that why at sunrise the trees don't catch on fire.
That
Ah,
is because the sun is so far away.
Oh. Well, apparently it was right here at one point, and it burned all the trees down.
well, so they say.
That I cannot.
Maybe Mirror's had a bad
That I
day.
have no explanation for.
Just say maybe Mirist had a bad day.
But maybe Mirror's had a bad day. Yeah, Mirror's
Okay.
is associated with the
Okay.
bringing of the sun, the light.
That's fine, I just wanted to make sure I did hear
I
it right.
wonder if
so-
like the dewdrops on the hills are like tears.
Oh, it might be. There's always levels of poetry and imagery to songs, maybe sometimes more varied and deeper than you'd think.
I like learning new songs. I hope I get to hear lots of songs from you, Bill.
Oh, I'll teach you a few. Especially if we get stuck out here, huh?
But we wouldn't get stuck out here. That would be silly.
Listen, it's not as bad as you think. I've spent nights out here before, and it can get a little spooky, but as long as you keep your head
So-
down, you're fine.
So, do you hear the whispering in the hills? We heard some of that the first night we were here.
He scratches the back of his head and goes, I hear my mind playing tricks on me is what I hear. Sounds that my brain says, oh, there might be something talking, or, you know, it's just, it's the little creaks of your house that you think's an intruder, you know?
That is a good way to look at it.
The first night when we were coming to town, we were getting a little turned around, and there was a beautiful little blue light, and it led us to town. It was really nice.
Blue light. Torch in the distance.
No, it was a light.
We think it was a kindly fae, thankfully.
Well, consider yourselves lucky then. There's enough unkindly fae here that I'd be worried about following any lights.
See?
That is what Noah said.
Yeah. See, I wasn't crazy. I told you.
At the same time, winning the favour of fae can lead to great fortune.
Oh, don't.
No reward without risk,
Duh.
huh?
It does seem like a risky proposition considering what the fae have been known to do.
Can everybody tell me what they're doing as they're travelling in this section?
Still kind of.
I am keeping watch.
You're keeping
I'm
watch?
just watching. Perception. with
Okay,
ease.
you can do a
That's what I'm
perception check
doing.
then.
Iala is not paying attention anymore. She's in
Oh.
conversation with Bill now.
I am
Nice.
I am distracted because of how loud Bill is.
Noah,
So I get nothing on that.
Noah's been looking around, just because they're
Your cartography.
constantly. Yeah. So,
Actually, I'm going to spend an inspiration and reroll that. Let me turn off my guidance because I
Okay.
don't have it on me. I have it on Bill. I got a 10. It's
Okay.
at least passable. That's fine.
I'm still doing the same thing. In addition to making sure Saeed's not getting lost in the plains, I am
You're
kind of
babysitting. That's what you're doing. You're
babysitting, foraging, that whole.
would
You're
Noah
distracted ambling.
Noah roll perception here, or
Not if you're doing your cartography thing. If you're electing to not do that and keeping it Outwatch instead, then there'll be no cartography roll for the next section.
Noah's going to be cartographing?
Okay. What about Cassian?
Cassian's kind of, his eyes have glazed over and he's just trudging along.
You're doing the middle distance stare of like, I've been walking for so long.
No, it's more like he's not registering anything around him.
Okay.
He's just focused on walking.
And right, in that case, you'll continue walking along. And can people just quickly give me their passive perceptions?
11.
13.
17.
12.
Active. Why is it? 13.
Okay. Let's see. Did I get a +4? Boop, boop, boop. Someone's got above a 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Noah.
Right. Noah, you're not attentive enough to give you early warning. However, you're attentive enough to not be surprised. If you'd seen this sooner, maybe you could just avoided it entirely, gone around, taken a different course. But as you're walking along, you get that moment of hairs raising on the back of your neck. You hear rustling, and you don't know what, but you know there is something nearby. As I bring you over here.
Bum, bum,
If everybody
bum.
could place themselves down along this ridgeline on the lighter side of it.
Okay.
Is that the ridge line you just drew the line through?
Yeah, oh, down here.
Okay. Oh, it's a lot bigger map than I thought it was.
I had a brief moment where I was like, oh, let me grab Nami. And then I went, oh.
No, Nami.
No, 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 no,
And
no,
we
no.
should get a quick build token. Don't forget to pull out Saeed as well.
I did. It's
Okay,
next,
good.
next to me. Okay, so it's not where I
I
someone
had placed a
else.
token.
And I moved it into the correct position.
Oh, I see what happened. Okay, that someone drew a line at some point. That's why I put my token up there.
No, I was clicking down here.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, there's a line over there.
This is going to represent Bill.
What? There's a line over here?
Yeah, there's a line over here. Somebody drew a green line.
Ah.
It's not mine because I can't click it.
Neither
Apparently
can
it's
I.
mine?
I don't know what. Yeah.
It's gone now.
Yep, not now.
I deleted it. I don't know how that happened.
You
Yeah,
might
you
have
just
been
dragged your
still.
mouse across it and it thought you were still drawing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask all of you to roll initiative, please.
I think that no one will attack me. I am too beautiful. Does that count? Oh, I roll shit initiative.
Okay, that's everybody. Nice. Yeah, there's that moment of, you're called to a halt. You're made aware that something's up, but you can't see anything until. Oh my god, token. There's. I'm very good at this, you see. You see, dashing out from behind here, a large wolf that seems to pause, looks at you all, and then quickly dashes back into hiding.
That is a big dog.
It lets out a small growl when it sees you, but then just sort of scampers back.
I luckily have to speak with animals once per day.
Dog.
However, it rolls really shit on its stealth check, and most of you are going to be aware of it where it is still, even though it tried to hide, because everybody's passive perceptions beat it. So you know, even though you can't see it, it's there.
Rustle, rustle, snap. Rustle, rustle, rustle.
No,
Yipe. Rustle, 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 rustle.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
oh god.
Okay. And then we move to Taryc.
Action to cast that. It is an action.
Yuli,
Yes.
scene change.
Oh, yes, thank
or
you.
Stream.
However, don't look at the stream.
I am going to use an action because I have it once per day as a free spell. I'm going. I don't get two castings. I am going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And I will use my. This is that fun one of remembering how the Drake works.
You know what? Because that's a very smart casting for this situation. I'm going to give you something for that. You can hear
Okay.
like very almost subvocal communication. You know, they're sort of low growls, pitches that are only meant for each other's ears. But you can hear basically the equivalent of them communicating. Wait, let them come closer.
I kind of want to just go come and pee. I am going to move closer. I'm just actually double checking because I'm not super familiar with the pet classes still.
Mhm.
I think it can move and use its reaction without me using a bonus.
Correct.
So, because I'm not having it actually attack, I am not.
It will consume its action. So you can't say it's holding its action reaction, but basically it will likely dodge.
Yeah, it does the dodge action, it moves, and it can use its reaction, which means it can still infuse element. But 1, 2, I'm gonna have it follow behind me.
Okay.
And I attack me of 6 seconds. You know, I'm just gonna be we're just passing through. We do not mean harm, and that is what I'm saying.
Taryc, none of us speak Null. What are you saying?
They understand you, correct? Yep. In that case, you're gonna hear communicate from over here. Sort of grab out, then pass through, friend.
With my companions also.
Make your way.
They say we can pass through, so just pass through the area.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? They looks like rather hungry and large.
I'm pretty sure I've used my 6.
You have used your 6, yep.
What are you worried about, Iala? You can fly.
Yes, I know, but it's not me that I'm worried about. She is gonna hop up into the air
Mm-hmm.
and be. Let's see.
Above it all.
You're going 20 foot up.
Yeah, and right here, and she's gonna use her action to summon her eldritch weapon
Okay.
in the form of a glaive.
Your glaive appears in hand as you are hovering in the air. You at your angle, just because you're far enough away, you still can't quite see this dude. So again, still aware of his presence.
Just as curiosity for to go. Is this like level differences then?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
You know how many are out there?
You've heard communication, although you've only heard the one speaking, so presumably at least 2 Taryc. Good Derek.
Ha! Swear jar. Swear
I give
jar.
her 6 seconds back now.
No. You don't get your 6
Yeah.
seconds back,
All
unfortunately.
right, Cassian.
Cassian will move to here, staying behind just about everyone. And I am going to hold the rest of my action for a spell cast.
Okay, what are you holding? Like, what's your specifications here?
Frostbite.
And what's the hold condition?
If one of the wolves charges us.
Okay. So if you see a wolf moving towards you, you will fire your frostbite.
If it's aggressive, yes.
Okay.
If it's running at us, yes.
Okie dokie. Nim.
Nim is looking at the situation and seeing not much shit she can do. So she is, because I'm sitting on Bill right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Bill, are you good at seeing the dark?
I mean, I can see well enough by moonlight, but
Oh, are you good at directions and following them?
I'd hope so. I'm your guide.
Okay, good. So maybe we're gonna cast darkness on Bill and then take him for a ride, Ratatouille style.
You can't see darkness a bit. Oh.
I'm considering it right now. This is a really strong thought here. No, I'm gonna cast Armor Agathis on myself right now.
Okay. And holding precision.
I'm staying with Bill, yeah, because it is faster to ride Bill, and yeah, I don't want to move ahead of our guide, so I'm staying with Bill.
All right, Noah.
Noah is going to step up here and do perception to see if they can see any other wolves.
Roll your perception check.
Perception.
That is delicious. Okay, Noah.
I can see the fabric of reality.
Are immediately made aware. Rustling in the bushes, sounds of shifting paws in the dirt.
Oh my.
Holy smokes, there are 5 of them. They are very big and they are all hiding. I am quite scared at this. I don't think they're friendly.
Bill, hearing that, knows what it is like to be the straggler of a pack when there are hunting animals around, so he's going to quickly hurry with you, Tim, and sort of like go here.
Mm. Yeah, I might be considering ratatouilleing somebody here in a minute.
He is going to strum his lute and give Nim a bardic inspiration.
Oh,
This is a d6.
I need to learn this cool ability.
Taryc, you hear. You move with caution. Do not trust us, friend.
Have you spotted any of this?
Yeah, and I think there's a moment of tenseness of both parties sort of like, gauging each other.
Yeah.
And then this one is going to launch itself. Cassian, you will get a immediate reaction on it.
It needs to make a DC 14 dexterity save.
Isn't it con?
Yes, sorry, con. I was thinking another spell I had.
Okay, it's good.
It makes it.
All right. And as this lunges, the others will take their held actions, which is to move when another of the pack members does.
Oof.
Let me just do quick measures. Leaping from bushes, charging down the hills.
The worst part was I actually was actually moving.
What?
I moved as far as I could. I used an action, so I couldn't dash.
Oh.
Right, I think this one is going to immediately try and, in fact, it wouldn't come up that close. It's going to go to here, and it's going to bite at you, Taryc.
Okay.
A 19.
I actually have to look because we got that ties.
Okay, so it's a hit.
Yep.
Right. You're going to take 13 piercing damage as it pounces at you. Make me a strength saving throw, please.
Okay. And then it's the save, right? Yep.
Okay, Taryc, you are knocked prone as this wolf lunges at you. It's its paws impacting your shoulders, knocking you to the ground.
Okay.
Then back direwolf. Back direwolf is going to use a dash action and is going to sort of run around behind you guys. Taryc.
Yeah, well, half my movement to get up.
Yep.
And I had the shield out because I wasn't sure what we were going to do. What do we want to do right now?
I'm thinking of some combat music. So, pretend.
We are going to. Well, it attacked first, so now I don't have a reason not to fight. I'm going to. Where's my regular? There's the D8. I'm going to punch the wolf in the face.
You soundly hit it.
Puppy! How
Mm,
could you?
we're not going to favorite enemy yet. But we are going to do the damage. Actually, we are going to take Saeed's reaction,
Okay.
and we are going to Infusing Strike. So an extra D6 acid, which I, of course, did not have in here, so I'm just going to... Oh, yeah, I do have. Okay. So damage. And...
Okay, so 13.
Yep.
The wolf yelps as you strike it in the door and leave a sizzling patch there.
And then I will use my bonus action to command Saeed to also attack.
Okie dokie.
So it goes right after my initiative. So Saeed walks here, and because I'm pretty sure it's not trained enough to go there, and I don't want it next to two of them anyways. So we are going to, how do I do this? Just this button?
Unfortunately, Saeed does not hit. Saeed
Okay.
sort of bites at this wolf, a little withdrawn, like baby's first fight. It doesn't
Baby's
know
first-
quite how to.
Yep.
It's a little nervous.
It's
It's making little wibble noises because it doesn't understand what
Are
when
we
this
playing?
usually for
This is
play.
scary
Yep.
for play.
question to the GM because so they go after my initiative, immediately after my initiative.
Mhm.
That means I use the action before its turn, which means it has its reaction back, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Just so I can keep track of, because I can infuse and strike other people too.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be my turn because
You've had
I
it
don't.
act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say it's my turn because I also didn't want to try to get behind it either.
Okay. This one is going to charge in this direction. And is also going to double move. Coming around here. In fact, it's going
This
to
is
come
bad.
right here. It's not attacking you, Cassian, but it's sort of like chomping threateningly at your heels. Doing the thing you shouldn't be doing with a horse.
It's
going to get kicked.
Talia.
Let me see.
And now I'm going to, before I forget, build that.
I'm thinking he might use. Let me just grab my thing. Oh, this is terrifying. I am going to.
Use high ground and defeat Anakin.
I think she is. I'm just trying to see the attack vectors. I want to protect. I want to protect our backline, but our backline is already.
Our backline's screwed.
Yeah, so.
I love running packs as actual flankers.
Mm-hmm.
I am. Let's see. I think I'll try and do as much damage as I can. No, I'm going to use my action to cast. Blur on myself.
Okay, very nice.
And then she is going to move to. See, I'm looking. She is going to get to the ground.
Mhm.
So I'm going to remove my flying. And let's see, that. She is going to put. She's going to use her bonus action to put a hex on this one.
Okay, and that one over there. Let me mark it.
You can't do that.
I can't? Oh, because I
yeah,
cast
you
a
cast a
spell,
spell.
right?
Yeah.
Right, that's fine. So
Unless,
I will.
unless it's Hexblade's Curse. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, if it's text first, you can do it, but if it's the spell hex, you can't.
Okay, I'm going to
Or is
use
Hexblade's
hex.
Curse in action? I can't remember.
Yeah. I hate the fact that there's things with multiple similarly named.
It's
but
a
yeah,
bonus.
if you
It's a
Hexblade's first,
bonus.
you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because if you want to use Hexblade's Curse, you can indeed do that.
That. Let me just double check. That's. I get that back on a short rest, right? Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to
Yes.
read it.
That's looking. Curse.
I'm not that kind of warlock. I almost said I wasn't that kind of genie. Uh,
Finish your short rest. Okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
you're doing that?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, we're going to mark that with a purple blotch. Boop.
And she's gonna fly down in front of Cassian,
Okay.
so that way he doesn't get
Doesn't
flanked
get
too
flanked.
badly.
Okay, very nice. All right, Cassian, speaking of the devil.
I'm
know he
gonna
had
get
horns.
chewed up. There's no two ways
use the
about
power
this.
of wizardry.
I'm trying to come up with a way, but I'm not going to be able to get any sort of efficiency out of my spells, so I'm going to move there.
Mhm.
And then I am casting Tasha's Caustic Brew
Okay.
straight ahead.
All right, so striking these two.
Yep.
Give me that text. Right. Bottom wolf dex save. Top wolf dex save. Okay. Top wolf fails.
So it takes 2d4 on the start of every turn, and right now.
Okay. Give me your 2d4. I don't think it takes the damage now, does it?
It doesn't see
Just the start of its turn.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, never mind.
Okay, but we will keep that roll. Okay. Anything else, Cassian?
Nope, that's all I can do, because if I move out of range, I'm going to get chomped on, and if I stay, I'm going to get chomped on, and if I'm just staying.
Okie dokie.
I'm getting chomped no matter what I do.
No, don't get chomped on.
This dire wolf indeed is going to go for the Chomskys. It is going to stay within the threatened range to not provoke attack of opportunity from Iala. And then it's going to do a scary thing with the rule set we're using, which is they have pack tactics and our flanking gives a +2.
Oh no.
It is going to go ahead and try to bite Cassian. I'm going to say, Noah and Cassian, you are getting the clear looks from these creatures because you guys look like prey animals.
Oh no.
All right, 19.
I deny it,
In shielding? Okay, very good.
and I'm at 20 right now.
Nice. Very good. Okay. Oh, actually, you might want to take that back. It's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, because of the +2.
Uh-huh.
Ow.
So
Okay,
do you want
then
to keep your spell?
Keep your spell.
I'm keeping my spell. I'm getting hit.
Right. Okay, that is 8 piercing damage, and you give me a strength saving throw.
On the bright side, your abjuration shield probably
Okay,
most of that.
Cassian, you get tackled by this massive wolf. Seeing a canine larger than you is a little unnerving, and it impacts you at full speed as it sinks its jaws into you.
Well, it's got the shield.
Your
It's
abjuration
the
shield. Your
ward.
abjuration
It's
shield.
chewing on my
Oh, right,
ward.
yes. Okay,
Yeah.
So there's a
It's
flicker of
not-
magical energy
that's-
across
yeah.
your but yes. All right.
Yeah, it's crackling on some energy right now because it hasn't broke through to your hit points.
Nim.
I am so brave. I will protect Bill from this oncoming monster. Because it hasn't had an action yet and it's gonna fuck him up. Don't worry, Bill! I've got this! I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
It's best.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. Alright, so I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy. Here we go.
Oh,
I critted.
I was going to ask, did you want a bonus action cast Hex first?
I only have 2 spell slots
Oh, it's
per
true.
day, and I don't
Per
want to waste it in
short
case I
rest.
need
For short rest, yeah.
Yeah, but until I rest, and I don't want to waste it because I have one of the few people who can cast a heal spell, and I think someone's gonna get hurt.
Okay, that's fair. Right.
I wish I could, but I
Roll
can't
your crit.
bullshit that. Yeah, I'll do it.
I like how you say
Blast!
someone's going to get
Nice.
hurt.
Do you not have...
Yeah, that was. I do have. I don't know why it didn't add
Well,
the extra
okay,
damage.
so what's your charisma mod?
My charisma mod is 4, so that should
Okay,
be an
so-
additional 8.
so
Or no,
that's-
an additional
so
4.
that's 10.
So 10
Yeah.
points of damage.
Right,
I'm
make
gonna.
sure you
I
add that
think it's
on.
because yeah, I'm gonna make sure I fix this.
Minus 10. Okay, your bubble beam strikes the wolf and actually like knocks off a chunk of its flesh as it does, causing it to yelp loudly.
Nim is whipping her tail about, flashing lights angrily at the wolf in a
You're
threatening
being
way.
dangerous.
I'm being dangerous. Ah, I'm scary. Go away.
You've been indulged
Any
with
bonus
past
action on
Celtic
move?
blast.
As you fucking water cutter this.
I don't think I have a bonus action spell that is not going to eat something. I don't have any bonus action
So just-
abilities.
Okay, so you're good.
So I'm good.
Right.
It's like I could ditch Bill, I guess, but then I'm think. Uh-oh. Bye, Bill.
Bill or Taryc?
Wrong
Bill or
button.
Taryc?
Yeah. I
Taryc,
just hit.
high or low for hitting you?
Hi.
Low. It's going for Bill.
Or is it going for Nim?
Out of the two targets, Bill.
Oh,
It's not like the GM wants to hurt Bill for some reason.
Don't hurt Bill.
Bill, that hits you, Bill. Okay,
Oh,
Bill is going to roll a strength save throw.
I'm
Actually,
hitting the bathroom. I'll be right back.
good luck. If we knock Bill down, we can knock Nim down. Yeah, Bill's just going to get a straight D20 on his save. Oh my god, Bill!
Does a backflip, catches himself.
Jesus.
He needs to throw that thing over his head into another one.
Okay, and while we're using the commoner token, thankfully Bill does not have a commoner's health. He is a leveled bard, very low level, but he is a bard. But he does take 8 piercing damage.
I'm just glad I ate the big hit so far.
Fuck me. All right. Way to go, Bill. All right, Noah. There's a wolf more than your guide.
I see that.
Actually, I'm when Nim gets back, I'm going to ask her to make the strength saving throw as well. I think that's fair if she's riding Bill.
Yeah.
I'm going to. There's really nowhere I can stand. I'm going to use
Not fair, by the way.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, Nim, you fall off of Bill. Thankfully, 5 feet does not cause falling damage, so
Yep, I
you
fall
just
off
hit-
Bill,
you hit
so
the
I
ground prone.
prone on his ground. Yep.
and I'm going to put
Hide
you
in the
behind
grass.
him.
Okay.
Hide in the grass.
I'm not
Okay.
worried about me. I'm worried about Bill.
I am going
To San Francisco?
to activate constellation mode and do archer, and I'm going to blast the one attacking our guide
Mhm.
with a starbolt.
Okie dokie. Give me that starbolt.
You-
That's a hit.
And blast.
Very nice. Right, your little beam of star energy strikes this wolf, causes it to yelp and flinch back briefly, growling at you. Maybe his target priorities change.
Now let's see. I can either buff everyone or I can try blasting this thing. I think I want to buff. Let's see.
What are we doing, Noah?
I actually think I might. I'm going to use Guiding Bolt on this thing. It's too close.
Okay. Was that Faintly Starry Form just a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bonus action, and they get to use a free attack on the first time they swap
They do it.
form.
Okay.
So that happens,
Yeah.
and on subsequent turns, it
Yeah,
will
yeah.
consume the bonus action.
Guiding Bolt.
Okay. That is a miss, unfortunately. Your
Oh,
guiding
that's
bolt
sad.
just grazes its first, shooting past it.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay, go for it.
To better or for worse. Oh,
Your guiding bolt grazes it all the same.
how does
Not better or worse.
Yeah.
I mean, the second
You gave
number's
it two
better.
options, and then you managed to miss the only option it took. Amazing.
Can I go back to drawing maps?
Yeah.
I was doing great for that.
Do you want to do that while the rest of us die out here in the Blades? You use our blood for ink.
Um, Bill is going to save their only spell slot. So Bill is going to try and strike the wolf in front of them with their loot. Bill hits. Amazing.
Yeah, Bill. Bill.
They do 1 damage to the wolf.
They did something.
There's a dong.
El Kabong!
Okay, now things are going to get nastier, I think. This wolf above you, Carrick. God damn it, Taryc is going to try and chomp at you.
Yes.
Taryk's name
Oh,
is a
it's
trap.
got advantage. It has
It's
advantage.
tactics, and that's a 21.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
Ow.
Okay, 13 piercing, and a saving throw.
Fine. Good on strength.
Yeah, it's tries to sort of bring you down, chomping onto your arm, yanking, but you manage to keep yourself steady. Dial 20. What's struck pretty badly. It's actually going to snarl to you, Taryc, sort of recognizing your sounds, and just goes, "Leave your weakest, the rest go." Before jumping into here, and is going to strike at Noah.
That really helped its case.
16.
That matches.
Okay, that's a hit. That's
I mean, actually, it's very reasonable what it just requested that you do. It's what herd creature should do.
9 and a strength saving throw for me, please.
I'm not a herd creature.
Well, the thing is, we're not behaving like a herd structure at all because
Yeah.
we should be.
Ignore the +2.
15 saves though. Okay, you two are chumped into by this wolf. It's trying to shake you back and forth to throw you to the ground, but you are able to keep yourself steady. Boop. Taryc. 6 seconds are refreshed. We are in a new round.
We will not leave anyone behind. And we're just gonna we're gonna decide that this is a good time now. Start. We are going to, and I just clicked the wrong button. There.
Double button.
Punch this one. Is this?
They
Oh,
are both
yeah.
injured.
They're both injured, so that's all that really matters right now for me.
Mhm.
So, turn that on. How many spell slots do I have? I have 3. No, I want the bonus action because I want the extra attack. I am going to swing at this one.
Okie dokie. Should swing itself. That is a hit.
Okay, so couple things. One, just because want to get something getting rid of, we're gonna make that a favored foe.
Mhm.
We're turning Colossus Slayer on, and we're using
Reaction.
Saeed's reaction to use Infused Strike.
Oop.
And 19 damage.
19 damage. Very nice. Okay. You strike soundly. You actually hear a crunch as bones in its jaw break with your strike. This wolf letting out a loud, like, screaming, yelling yelp, and shying away from you.
And using my bonus action,
Mhm.
Saeed's attacking the one I attacked because.
Okay. On your strike, though, could you please give me a free intimidation check?
Absolutely. Still charisma based, right?
Yep.
Okay. I actually have it trained.
Actually-
I'm going to
Actually,
use
what's your strength modifier?
+5.
+5. We're going to use that instead. I think this
I'm
is a feat of.
Gonna actually inspire that still.
Okay, you're going to re-roll that.
Yep, and it'll be 3 above what it gets. Version 28.
Okay, so 13.
So 13.
The wolf seems somewhat cowed, but like the fact it's got its pack with it keeps it in the action. But
Okay.
I'm not suggesting there's some sort of damage threshold to try and scare things off or anything, but. Alright, go ahead and do your Saeed
Shifty
attack.
eyes.
Okay. Saeed's attack, bite.
Saeed, again, poor Muffin.
He's trying.
He's
Trying so hard.
he's
just not
snapping
good
at the
at
wolf, but
biting.
he's still also doing the shuffle thing of like, I'm nervous. Okay. Dire wolf. Cassian, it is going to lunge for you. Trying to chomp at your back legs. Say is a 19.
I am using my shield.
Okay, up to 20. Its jaws bounce off of your shield. Iala.
Let's see. I am thinking. I'm not currently. I'm thinking about doing something slightly risky because these two are the ones that got really hurt, right?
Yeah, I think I hit this one for like whatever that buzzing noise was.
I will tell you that this one is immensely hurt. You can see that quite visibly.
Okay.
Because I hit the one below for 10, and then Taryc hit the one above for a shit ton.
All right. Since I'm blurred, I'm gonna try this.
Mhm.
He is going to move away from this one.
Okay, so you potentially prompt a
Attack of opportunity, yeah, at disadvantage.
unfortunately, that becomes normal because of pet tactics. Because by the point you're in stepping away, you are now in
Alright,
Major 2.
Oh, can I do this?
Yeah, you can do that instead if you want to. So just make sure you know that you're consuming your movement. All right, so a disadvantage strike. Oop, 10.
Misses.
Pretty sure that misses.
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Let's see, can I? Yeah. And then she's going to breathe in deep and lightning breath these two.
Oh.
Oh,
Right.
oh, those
Going-
Gonna
okay,
hit a lot of us.
No, it's only these diagonals, right?
yeah.
That will count Noah's square low, I believe. Let me double
Yeah, it does
check
hit the
how the
intersection, I
lines
think.
draw.
Oh, okay, then can I go here and miss?
But you had
Uh,
only 30 movement, right?
Yeah, that would be 30, right?
Well, you said you were a 30 right there, I
Oh,
thought.
okay.
Oh, I heard.
Might I
Wait,
make a
Or
suggestion?
right there.
10, 5, 10,
10.
15, 20, 25, 30.
No, you can
5,
move one
10,
more square.
15.
Yeah, you got one more.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep, you can do that.
All right. Lightning breath.
Zap.
I think that's going to be a dex save for the lightning breath.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and pass us the text, please. Okay, that's bottom. That's top. Okay, they both save, so they take half damage. 7, 3 damage each.
What's the extra 2 damage? Oh, that's hex place.
That's
first.
actually
Only-
curse. That would
Oh,
be on this one.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's only.
I have that.
-3. Some fur stands on the end as they are ensapified.
And zapified. Zapified.
Get out of here, you disgusting beasts! And that
Very fierce.
is my turn.
Cassian.
How
Well, what I
uncouth.
wanted to do, I can't do now. Not without crumping Iala.
You'd be fine. Just do it.
Oh,
I'll
did
be
we
I
fine.
remember
want
to
to
do
take the risk of hitting her for 24 damage.
Did
Oh,
the
we
wolf
haven't
take
done the acid.
damage?
That's right. So that's 6
yeah.
damage. This top one, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know which one.
Yeah.
It could have been
-6. Oop, there we go.
this one or this one.
No, it was this one.
No, it was the top one.
Okay.
In fact, you should put a tag on it
Yeah.
so we can keep
We'll
track.
give it a green tag.
All right. Well, Iala, I'm sorry. I'm casting Rhymes Binding Ice,
Okay.
and
Oh.
I'm casting it as a cone.
Right. Constitution saves from the 2 wolves and the Alia. This is going to be right wolf first, then left wolf. Okay, they pass. The Alia also passes, so half damage for everybody, I think, right?
Yep. So
Yep. Oops. 3 damage for everybody. 3. -3. Suddenly became chilly, Alia.
Oh no, the headlights are on.
Yeah.
Just say.
Oh my.
and I'm done.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
As you turn to strike at them, the wolf to the north seems to take its opportunity to attack Cassian. It's advantage. Let me do that. Okay, 22. That's a definite hit. Okay, 11 piercing and a DC 13 saving throw.
No, horse fall down.
Okay, as you turn and cast this spell, you suddenly feel something hitting your
I'm already down,
haunches.
so I.
Oh, that's fun. That's funny.
Uh,
Rolled over.
Yeah, it's just it's basically just gnawing at you on the ground. And does it want to? Oh, it's quite happy where it is. No one's trying to disengage. So they're pretty good. Nim.
Okay. Well, I am very worried for friends, and we need these things to go down faster. I am going to bonus action cast Hex, because at this point I've decided that I'm going to need to do that. I'm going to cast it on this one, so if you could give that one a red marking for Nim's Hex.
Okie.
And then I am going to attack it with Eldritch Blast!
It's a hit.
Alright, and then I will chink 14 points of damage, and then whatever Hex gives
A
me.
D6.
Alright.
But that's against this one, right?
It's against
Oh,
that
it's
one,
dead.
right? It's dead?
Yeah, it
Alright,
has 6 hit
cool.
points
That's
left.
Alright, so Hex lets me transfer it to another target.
With a bonus
Yep.
action, no. So you have to do it on your next turn.
Okay, on my next turn.
Okay. But go ahead and give me a free intimidation roll, please, Nim.
Okay, and I would like to also walk forward, and I'm like, "Ah!" and waving tail around angrily.
glowing fiercely, firing off jets of water,
Yeah.
screaming.
Yeah. Intimidation.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a shame.
I'm gonna use my bardic.
Oh, yes, you got a bardic. D6, roll it. This might make the
D6.
difference.
17.
Okay, that makes a fucking difference. Okay.
Ah! Leave Bill alone.
That direwolf
my
is
turn.
dead. Noah, you're up.
Hey, Noah is going to start working on this guy down here. Oh, hopefully he can lower the. Oh, this guy has hex on it, right?
That
It
one
doesn't
has
matter.
Nothing for you.
It's only
Oh,
for Iala.
No, actually, right. This would be better. Noah is going to bless.
Oh,
Going to
bless is good.
Taryc,
Mhm. Nim.
Nim, and Iala.
Okay. Very nice. Everybody keep track of the extra D4.
I have added it to my retinue.
And bonus action, going to blast this one with Starbolt.
Okie dokie.
Do it.
Is Starbolt count as a range attack?
It does count as a range attack.
That'll be disadvantaged then.
You can fire at a different one that wouldn't be at disadvantage, right?
You can fire at
one
north
further out.
or this one or any of them
Yeah, I'll
except that
fire
one, in
at-
fact.
I'll fire at the north one, so hopefully it will go down and
Okay.
free up Taryc.
That's a hit.
That was a good hit.
Oh, almost the crit. Almost.
I know, it's
Aw.
a shame. 10 damage. Very nice. That
15 damage.
Oh.
No, it's not a crit.
It's not a crit. Yeah, you don't get
Yeah.
extra.
Oh, it added
'Cause
the
there's a-
crit damage?
Yes.
It rolled the crit because of the
Okay.
thing. So yeah, it's the 10 damage. It's good.
No, please
Okay,
give me
10
intimidation roll. Okay, disadvantage
doing-
intimidation roll. Doesn't matter. 12. Cool. That fits perfectly with what you did.
The half-hearted 10 damage to the north.
Any other actions, Noah?
It was a really
Any
badass
movements?
10 too.
No, I think I am good.
Okay.
I'm not good. There are two giant wolves, but good enough.
Bill is going to bardic Nim again.
Yeah.
And is gonna
my
like
power grows.
step this way. He doesn't want to be near this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Northern Direwolf is actually like it's sort of lowered its body a bit, Taryc, and it's going to take the disengage action and start like whining, backing up.
Okay. I unfortunately do not have a way around disengage.
Taryc,
so-
I don't suppose you know which one's the pack leader from who's been talking.
I mean, technically, I have an idea of who might be because one's been talking.
This
I'm just
one
saying, we
right
might
here.
demoralize them.
Yep.
Don't I just kept
Actually,
looking at that one.
Once it's out of, it is going to start running. Nope. You actually hear the what presumably pack leader sort of snarling in it and being like, "We have them! Get back! Attack!" But the two below also seem to be cowed a bit.
Aha, they're cowed.
Okay, the next one to act is actually the other one that is cowed. It's not enough to make it to flee, but it is going to take the dodge action. And actually, you know
Did
what?
the one that just fled take its acid damage.
Oh, no, go ahead and roll the acid damage.
What is my
Is
acid
that
damage?
concentration?
No, it's until it takes an action to get
yes.
rid of the
Oh,
acid.
nice.
Yeah.
That's a really good one then. No, it is concentration up to 1 minute.
Oh, in that case, I need 2 concentration saving throws from you.
Yeah.
Huh.
Uh,
Can't say.
Fine.
That's fine.
And fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, no, this one is surrounded, so it is going to keep fighting. That is the unfortunate thing here. It will try and flee, but it is feeling cornered. And you know what animals
The
do when
one
they're
to the north-
cornered?
The one in the north took 3.
3. Okay, he is still alive. It's free. It is not in a good state though. This one is going to. Yeah, it's going to continue to jumping at Noah. No pack tactics and no flanking this time, so an 8 misses.
Whoa.
All right, Taryc.
I will take advantage of our flanking.
No, it's just all the flanking's now cancelled out.
That works too.
Yeah.
I mean, they still get pack tactics, but.
Mhm.
So what if I have Saeed? So all Saeed needs to do is come over here. So we can do it
No, then
again.
it's still just a conga line of cancellation.
Okay, so has this one been injured?
No.
Okay, just so I can turn on Colossus.
Actually, there has not got a scratch on him.
Well, I'm gonna still use my bonus action to command Saeed, but first for my turn, I am going to punch. I don't get favored foe because that one's dead. So we're just gonna punch. Does a 24 hit?
24 does hit.
I'm going to use Saeed's to infuse and hit for 15.
Ow.
That is nasty. Okay. 15. This one yelps. Give me an intimidation check, please.
And if you let me do strength, 3 above that.
Okay. What are you doing? What's your
Honestly. Oh wait, no, he can actually understand me, so I don't need to
Yeah.
growl. He goes,
Well,
no,
I
we
think
have
it
the
will be growling.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't need to growl at it to
Yeah.
get anything across because it can understand me still. No, we have you, and I'm just full force behind the punch.
Now, well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask
Yes.
because I'll remind you that intimidation
Yes.
for a purpose.
Oh yes, you're
Are
right.
you just telling it yes, you're dead now, or are you
Leave.
trying to get it to back off?
No, back off,
Okay.
Lee.
You could be just like, you've lost your weakest.
Yes.
Flee.
That's a good
and-
idea because we'll be eating it.
Yeah.
So.
Mm.
You know, they yelled at us and still attacked, so
Mhm.
Saeed. Saeed. Special boy. Try and bite it.
Oh,
Get it.
baby. Oh, baby.
So ferocious.
So
Oh, baby.
Sweet summer child. He's not a fighter.
Bob.
He's just helping us.
Okay. In 6 seconds, the pack leader lowers its ears, shirks back a little bit, and just snarls out a "Fine, we submit." And it lowers its body. This wolf, on its turn, is also going to disengage and just start backing off, also lowering itself down. This one's also going to mimic that posturing. For all intents and purposes, it looks like they are trying to back off. It's up to you if you want to keep attacking.
If they're surrendering, Iala still puts up her guard, but
I think
pretty
Taryc
much
might have to tell you that they are.
I should
But
say.
you can sort of tell from the body language.
Yeah. I still have time, don't I? I probably haven't used 6 seconds.
Yeah, you barely said anything.
They are submitting and leaving.
Iala puts up her guard but doesn't swing further. She's just gonna do the dodge action just in case.
Okay, rather than just going for rounds, Cassian, are you attacking?
Cassian's pissed right now. Cassian is not going to attack, but he's not letting go of his concentration either.
Okie dokie. Cassian
I'm
goes
sure
away.
that dog's gonna go roll in the dirt somewhere to get that off of it.
This one sort of slinks back a little bit, moving over towards this one. Nim?
I'll let them go.
Okay.
I'm going back protectively toward
Noah?
Bill.
Noah's going to bite out the throat of. No, he's going to going to keep guard up, but is going to let them go. Well, back off.
Okay, so cautionary disengage and back off.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they don't seem to make any moves trying to attack you. Bill ain't doing shit.
My brain just went the vicious
This direwolf uses its action. It's like rubbing its face on the ground to get the acid off. And then it's like it sort of clambers up this hill and is like just peering cautiously at you all. And this one is also it sort of slinks back this way and it actually sort of like lowers itself down to the side of the body of its companion. Right, combat's over as far as I can see.
Damn that.
I am climbing back up on Bill.
There's debate on taking Barry the Wolf with me.
There is still growling and such from these wolves, but it's like in that almost fearful way, like they're trying to seem intimidating because they want you to leave them be. And they're just sort of moving themselves. This one like tries to take the long way.
Mm-hmm.
As tempted as it is to take a piece of the wolf, I don't think they'll let us. They will stay back long enough for me to cut off a leg. We shall continue before they change their mind.
Iala starts pretty much backing away.
We were going this direction, right? North or up?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So
Let that be a lesson to you.
You guys start moving away from them. I'm sure keeping a wary eye just in case.
Yeah.
But they seem to have no
There's
intent.
basically perched facing backwards at them the whole time, just flipping her little bright tail about, and every once in a while hissing.
As far as you're concerned, you scared them away.
I'm very powerful.
Okay. You are able
not realizing bigger, badder things happened in the background, completely oblivious.
you move away from these wolves slowly, cautiously at first, keeping an eye on them, and then hurrying off to put distance between you. As the minutes go by, you do just start to hear sort of mournful howls behind you. And you are able to leave the wolves be.
Well, that excitement came rather quickly.
I somehow feel very bad that we killed the one, even though they were trying to kill us.
I
How
don't
nature
think they would
goes.
have backed off if we hadn't.
Are you okay?
My leg. Something fierce.
Here, I will help you. I am going to cast cure with my
You? Do you have a
I
spell
have
slot?
my I have my
You got your
free ability
freebie.
of-
Yeah.
I get my freebie, so I'm going to use my free healing word. So I will hit that button, but then I go over here and then I hit the actual button. There it is. Ba-ching.
Very
So 4
nice.
points of healing.
Right, he's still limping a little bit, but he seems to be feeling better, putting more weight on it. So I appreciate that greatly. Oh,
Correct.
you see him looking at his loot, which a couple of strings have busted from when he whacked the wolf.
That
Oh,
is
that's what he hit him
awful.
with.
I cannot help
We
you with
combined
that.
it.
I'm afraid.
Oh well, what's a couple of strings, huh? Bad
Look at
plucking.
the new strings in town. Oh, that's lovely.
Taryc is gonna slowly walk
So this would be really
Attach it.
complicated for somebody regular size. Can I tie the strings back together and make them really shit?
Go ahead and give me an athletics check. I'm actually going to call it because you got to pull these strings together.
Oh, it's gonna be awful.
Uh
No, can't do it. Not strong enough.
huh. It's like Spider-Man at the front of the train, him trying to pull these two webs together. Oh, you talk to animals.
Is a little thing I picked up recently.
When I get a little bit further out, I could use a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, I think a little bit of a sit down would suit us, right?
But I think we want to
Please.
get further away from the mournful wolf howls.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Let's put another couple of miles between us, and then we'll sit down. All right. You guys continue on for about another hour before you can find actually, go ahead. I would like a survival check to find a nice rest spot. And Noah, if you want to give me another cartography.
Oh, that's right. Noah's doing that, so I will do the survival. Where's my survival check? Where's my
You find a not entirely soaked through boggy piece of land. It's not the most enclosed or anything, but it will do for a short rest area.
You found not the worst place, but not a great place.
Mhm.
As long as I can sit down and make sure I'm not bleeding.
Oh my.
I took 26 points of damage.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to use my last level 2 spell slot.
Oh.
Oh,
Rope trick.
rope trick.
Nice.
Very nice.
And I'm pulling a stretch of about 10 foot worth of rope out of my pack and just tossing it up.
Okay. All right.
And it doesn't come back down.
You'll want to clamber up inside to rest safely.
I am picking up Saeed. Bringing him up.
Yeah,
That is a complicated climb.
It's some
It
effort.
is.
So it's effort for Cassian because centaur climbing is always fun. It's effort to get Saeed up. Nim should go straight up that rope.
I go straight up there. I have a climb speed, so I'm just like doo doo doo.
That's why I only made it 10 foot tall.
The Alia just flaps on up.
Actually, wait, we can see out of it, can't we?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
As long as I'm going to have Saeed stay at the bottom and just kind of keep an eye on him.
Okay, Saeed is not keeping watch. Saeed is just like, it keeps looking up at you and then doing his little.
Yeah.
It's not whining, but it's these like grumbly noises.
Yeah, no, I actually throw a little food down to him.
Chomp, chomp. Okay, it turns into a fun game. As long as you keep feeding
This
him.
is a really cool piece of magic, Cassian. When did you learn this?
Would you believe it? Came to me in a dream.
No, I believe it. We have weird dreams. This is a good place to take a rest. I will definitely take a rest.
This is stable, right?
What's that?
We're not going to suddenly fall.
No.
There are no horses here.
This is pretty handy. It's cool. I want to learn this.
It'll last a little. It will last long enough for us to get a good breather in. But I am tapped out right now.
Well, let's hope that's the last of the Nazi today then.
We
I
need to give
still
you
have
some
some
more
tricks.
stamina in this casting, Cassian.
It comes with time. It comes with time.
And give me your cartography, Noah.
And cartography.
Ooh. Right.
Nice.
Yep, I should have
get-
just been cartographing the entire time.
Remember to get your inspiration back if you used it.
Yes.
Okay.
I could just see Noah in the future fight starts, writing down something on the parchment and just throwing the quill at someone. 25.
I'm gonna say you take opportunity to rest up, but also like just peeking out for your advantage here. Not only can you tell, right, this is another hitty section, but you know, in fact, I will just mark these for you. Let me pull these out real quick. You can also see peering out adjacently.
Oh.
Up. There you go. You credit. You got a big map on Ville.
So short rest.
Right, you'll take a short rest. Spend whatever hit die you want to.
I didn't get hurt.
I am back to full.
Of course, that one.
What's a bard hit die? 6.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
We-
so. Actually, let me look.
does the bard use Song of Rest? Is he second level?
He is not.
Oh,
He will be once we're done.
D8, you do. D8 hit
D8,
points.
thank you.
I was really hopeful
Yeah,
as I roll a nat one.
Okay, he's almost healed up to 4.
Okay, second hit die. Okay, it's at least 12.
It was a nice rest.
I'm gonna hate myself using all 3.
Okay. You're all able to rest. Although it is with some concern as the light level outside is now starting to diminish rapidly. We're starting to dip even as you're walking along, but you guys have been out for about 8 hours now.
Wow, really? And
Mhm.
with us not laying post all the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Travel distance and the size of these hexes.
Ouch.
Actually, no. Sorry, 6 hours. So it's starting to like it's starting to dim, but it's not dark yet.
Okay.
Up. Okay.
But yeah, we are taking an hour rest, so it is
Yeah.
eating into our day.
Right. You
All
are
right.
able to shimmy back down the rope just before it vanishes away. And Bill is actually going to sort of look up at the sky, look at you, and go, "We continue
Maybe
on."
we should hustle.
How much is it? Much faster now.
Not much further, no.
Then I say we continue.
Pick up
Right.
the pace a little bit. If we can.
You feel comfortable trying to run?
I need to stretch.
I can run.
All right. Watch your footing. The ground could be treacherous.
I'm
Okay.
not that comfortable running, so I will just glide behind.
Okay. I'm going to say, no running. You're not going to be able to do any more cartography, but you got a pretty good vantage out into the field anyway, so you might not need to.
Yeah.
I will allow survival checks if you meet from one of you. The other can assist. If you meet my DC of 20, the party you'll be able to lead the party along relatively safe paths where they will not be making athletics checks to not twist an ankle or so on.
Okay, I shall roll the survival.
Remember your
Checking my
guidance
map.
Let's
too.
not break the centaur's leg.
You also have a guidance. Remember, you can cast guidance,
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
and I will assist.
Oh my!
Why?
You should have been doing
you-
cartography.
You did just get an inspiration back, by the
Thank
way.
goodness.
Do you want to use that inspiration from your crit?
Yeah.
Okay, that's way
Oh.
better. Right.
Talk about
I was going to
opposite
say,
paces.
if you kept that, that was going to be disastrous.
There were gonna be so
Somehow-
many broken legs.
somehow-
I don't normally punish on crits, but every single
That
dice
was an
rolling is
amazing-
lowest. Holy
So,
shit.
Yeah.
Somehow the centaur has broken 5 limbs.
I mean, that is an incredibly low roll.
Okay, Noah is able to keep you along a relatively even path of ground as you all sort of hurry along.
Oh, yeah, that's actually the 28. Advantage.
Yeah, it's really
Oh,
good. You're all
way better than the 9.
if you could all just go ahead, because you're running for like a good hour, if you could give me a constitution thing for each, it's just DC 5. That's it. Wow. Close.
Ignore the 1. But...
Oh, ignore the 1, but you still pass.
Yeah.
You don't. I'm just going to ask you to.
No,
You
I
don't
have
need
to hold
roll.
on.
You need to hold on. I'm going to say
I'll do a
that you can do it
constitution.
at advantage because you're not actually running yourself. You're just having to hold on to somebody. Okay, you're good. Right.
Do remember to
Noah.
turn plus off, by the way.
Yeah, I should turn bless back
Constitution.
off. Sorry, I had bless on. I turned it back off.
That's a save or roll?
That's submitted.
Save.
Okay. Ugh.
Hey.
Oh, winded Noah.
Yep. Noah. You are going to take a level of exhaustion. You're sort of sprinting along. You're having to put extra effort in because not only are you like guiding them along, you're having to watch your own footing while powering along. It's like a lot of exertion. But as you enter a more plains-like area, once again, the ground flattening out, there is just one distinct landmark that matches a drawing that you have. And as you approach it, you can see the ground around the area is not stained fully red and such, like there's been plenty of rainfalls and so on, but you can see like there's disturbed areas of ground. There's the occasional like that rock still has like a sort of ruddy brownish red smear on it. This is very clearly where it happened. I think you'll probably even see like, look, there is a chopped belt that is just like laying in the dirt. There is a fan brace that has been left behind. You reach the site of the massacre and this little cave-like structure.
I think we're here.
This is it, all right.
Give me a
Sounded like
moment.
you're-
1 second, I need. Oh, hang on, let's have Bill roll.
Oh,
Oh, no, Bill.
Bill rolls another
I had
20.
guidance on Bill. I had guidance on Bill.
Bill's okay.
Saves.
Anyway.
There's a
I
save
know, but,
anyways.
Oh.
Yeah, wouldn't have guidance wouldn't help.
Oh, well. I'm just reminding that I've been casting guidance on Bill. I took
But
it off
Bill
myself.
does like stop, hands on knees, sort of leaning over, catching his breath.
And so is Taryc, actually, because Taryc just barely paid it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we can afford a few minutes to sit down, right? Right.
Yes, I think we could have a nice little sit here.
He's gonna look up at the sky and go, you know, while it's still light, it might actually be best for us to try and set up a safe camp.
You think we are going to be spending the night here?
It will hit nightfall before we reach back. It's up to you.
It's
Or
probably-
if you want to push on for the night, we can, but I'd say we
I
make the
think-
best of our daylight hours.
I think that poor Cassian spent a lot of their spells already, so it would be unwise to press through the night.
Cassian's actually already pulled out a quarterstaff and is digging into the dirt a little bit and drawing a circle.
Cassian, do you think you could use your magic to detect more magic?
That's what I'm working on.
Okay, I'm going to go fiddle around in the dirt then.
And Cassian's actually going to draw a casting circle in the dirt.
Can you tell me what you're actually doing?
I'm going to be casting Detect Magic as a ritual.
As a ritual? Okay. You go ahead and cast Detect Magic. That's going to take you 10 minutes. Bill's, while you're doing that, Bill looks at Nim as Nim climbs down, him to go rummage around. Just goes, if you all want to look around, I can start getting a fire lit and a camp set up.
Yes, if you don't mind, you seem to be a bit more versed on what is safe to do out here.
Yeah,
And,
and I don't. He looks over at the cave. If you're looking in there, I don't want any part of it. You don't mind me. I get the heebie-jeebies of crawlies and such.
Don't mind us. We are just looking for something Pan lost.
Yes, hopefully it won't take that long.
I'm going to do an investigation.
All right,
So
you go ahead and
I'm
roll
assuming
me.
is it investigation or or whatever? What do you want?
It depends what you're doing. If you're just trying to peer around, hoping to spot something that's uncovered or such, that's perception. If you're trying to like route around, like look under things and so on, that's investigation.
I'm gonna go through. I'm at the ground level, going through the dirt, flipping everything around,
cool for
seeing if
investigation from
anything's
you
hidden
then.
by rock. Yeah, I'm trying to do a deep comb. Okay, I have a feeling that I'm gonna need to cast guidance on myself, so I will. Let me find that button really quick, and let's go.
Okay,
I will.
You're gonna re-roll that.
I will re-roll it with my other, because I had 3 inspirations.
Yep.
I spent one today. I'm spending another one. See if I can do better.
Much better.
I can do better. 23.
Very nice. Right. While Cassian's doing his casting, Nim is investigating. What are everyone else doing?
Let's see.
Iala is going to check around the opening of the cave just to make sure there's like no more wolves inside.
So, looking at this cave, it looks like it's not like a great big mountainous thing with like this huge opening. It's like a dip into the ground. You know, there's a small rise in the ground. There's an opening. As you go to look at it, it's sort of rock on the outside, built up with mud and such against it. But as you look inside, it looks almost like you know, when you get a whole lot of branches and such gnarling together and create like an opening in a bush. Looks like it is mostly branches and wood inside. But it does go into a look deeper.
Let's see. This looks to be a pain to crawl through, but she just keeps looking around to make sure there's nothing obviously dangerous with
Give me a
traversing
perception
it.
check.
Beep, 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 beep.
Okay. Right. Iala is doing that. What about Noah and Taryc?
You're saying that the opening just looks like it's just open, like it's actually open. We could go in the cave if we wanted. Okay, but then the inside's that branchy.
Yeah, it's still like an open thing you had to walk through, but like all the surfacing is covered in root-like branches.
Is Nim searching outside?
I believe Nim's searching like where the bodies and such were, right, Nim? I don't think Nim's going into the cave, at least yet.
I was muted. Okay, so I was doing right by where the side of the death was.
Yeah,
I figured.
I
don't want
place to start.
I figured I'd start out here because if it's a magical thing, probably Cassian will find it. If it's not magical, I was going to start sweeping for little bric-a-brac trinket.
Yeah, and I will come to what you discovered. I just want to establish what everybody's doing.
I'll be honest. I'm going to use metagaming and the fact that I see a 23 result and that I can only get 1 point above that on a. So I'm going to try perception and just be kind of looking around.
Okay.
And hope that I get good at something.
You checking out outside rather than focusing on the cave like earlier?
For now, yes.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check then. Okay, very nice, an 8. And what about Noah?
I'm being distracted by a drake.
I think Noah is going to take a moment to breathe. And how do you get rid of exhaustion? Just by taking a short rest and stuff?
A long rest.
Or
long rest.
Long rest. Okay, then Noah's going to wearily kind of walk around the edges and kind of to look around the camp to make sure like they're not being followed by wolves or.
I also will say, as much as metagaming, because of you see a high investigation, I do take into account 2 people will do it faster, and I do keep in mind timing. So if you want to help with that sort of thing, that is also an option. Not to criticize the choice, but just saying there's multiple things to it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. You don't see anything of particular threat. Like, you see like a couple of like small birds sort of like taking off from a bush in the distance. You might hear the sound of distant animals and such, but like nothing alarms you, Noah.
I like how everybody has confidence that the person who is shorter than the grass is going to find something hidden in the grass.
It's just logical, right?
I
Okay.
know, but they don't understand that you can't see the trinkets for the
Right.
trees. I mean, the grass.
Nim, you search
Yep.
around these areas of fallen bodies. You will find a very ornate dagger that is like, it is like lodged into the ground just beneath like a large rock. Like it struck the rock, went down, and just got stuck beneath it. You can see a sort of scratch mark. It's very beautiful. Looks like it might have some sort of gem in its hilt. You will also
I found a fancy dagger.
you will find like scattered coins from like a coin purse that must have like just been spilt or ruptured, amounting to 5 gold, 3 silvers worth. You will find just a few other like bits and pieces. It's like scraps of leather, like shaved bits of metal, like a bit that looks like the end of a sword that's being like chipped off. But no,
I'm gathering up all the crap.
all the crap. No signs of any strange trinket. Actually, you know what? You will find what looks like to be a sort of. It looks like it's made of bronze or something, but it is a nice sort of bracelet. It's got some pretty flowery carvings in it. But it doesn't seem particularly fayish or anything. And you don't find anything that you would think of as a fae's love.
But I will pull these things to attention so they can get taken, because at the very least, they're tokens of people who died. So
Yeah. You will spend a good 10 minutes sort of looking around, making things secure. Bill gets a fire lit and is starting to put a tent from his pack up. Does everybody else have tents? Or
I
you
do.
just have bedrolls and such?
Let me double check.
Okay.
I've got a bedroll.
Bill sort of stands up and goes, if you're comfortable with me going through your packs, if you want to just toss them out at me, I can get your stuff set up.
I just have a bedroll. Okay. Yes, thank you. She goes through her things and tosses a bedroll.
Right. Anyone that wants him to, Bill will take care of things. At the end of your casting, Cassian, you detect magic. Let me double check the wording of the spell.
And it's having that slow realization that she has made a grave error because everything that she owns is in her ring. So she does not have
It's sad.
any of her stuff.
Being,
And she left her bedroll at home.
and then have that brief wibble moment.
All my comforts are gone.
Cassian, a bunch of little auras appear around various objects on your party members, as you detect their magical items. Bill seems to have nil magical items. Nim, that dagger she found, I don't know who's holding it at this point, but whoever's picked it up, it seems to have a magical aura. And there is a faint magical aura emanating from the cave entrance. Oh, Nim, sorry, with your investigation as well, not only do you see things about it, but some of the ground seems like strangely smoothed out towards that cave entrance. Grass is gone. Some of the mud is like weirdly slicked, and like even some stonework like towards the cave entrance seems almost like scored a bit.
It is really weird how the ground is like this. Does anybody else notice this? It's all like smoothed out. Like purposefully. It is not normal.
Yali looks at her feet with difficulty. It's why would it do that? Would
It's like scored and stuff up by the cave. It is almost like maybe something big flattened
is it
or
does
caked.
does the grass fall in a certain direction, like towards the cave or away?
The grass is gone.
Oh,
It is like everything was torn away right here in front of the cave, and that is, I don't know, maybe it is some of the magic that they used, but it is very strange how it is.
yes, you're correct. She kicks around the dirt a little bit. Would this is this from inside the cave or from outside? That is somewhat disturbing. Well, what isn't since we got here? Am I right?
I think I have found mostly what I can find in the grass and the dirt. This is a bit of somebody's sword, I think. There's a pretty dagger here with a gem in it, and this bracelet with very pretty flower carvings. It is made of bronze, though.
Let's
Does
see.
any of these look like it might be it, Cassian?
The dagger's magic, and there's an aura coming from the cave.
I will say that cave aura, it's very bright, shifting hues that suggest multiple schools of magic. The dagger, let me double check what school of magic this would be. The dagger's just got evocation on it.
I'll need to take a deeper look, longer look at the dagger to figure out what it is, but it's throwing off energy, so it might have evocation on it.
That is the elementally fires and
It's the
striking
boomy
damage.
spells.
Mean spells, yes. Offensive, yes, right?
Yes. But whatever's in the cave has a lot of magic.
Do you think there is another seal in there?
The layers of magic, Cassian's actually shaking his head. It's almost nauseating to look at.
Is it possible that is where the plant is throwing off the thing? Isn't the plant supposed to be here?
The plant's supposed to be in that cave, and that might be it because it's this incredibly rare plant. But they might have stashed something in there too.
Shall we go look? I think we're done out here. And Bill, are you all right by yourself?
Yeah. You said there's nothing around, right, Noah?
I haven't seen anything, no.
I'm good. Got a fire lit. I'll holler if anything goes wrong.
All right. We are going to go into the scary cave. If we don't come out again.
I'll head back to town. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, he gives you a thumbs up as if like good luck. Glad I'm not going in. Right, and you all start to head into the cave.
Really, I think Bill has the safest bit of this. He's the one who stays out in the fields all the time.
Maybe I should go and protect Bill.
You have to clamber. Do you want to stay outside with Bill?
No. Going in.
You all clamber through a sort of short, about 15 feet of this routing to get deeper into the cave proper, and you'll all appear here.
I bet you Bill would have loved it if I'd stayed out there. We'd have a grand old time.
Oh, this is spooky.
It
Yeah.
always feels like somebody's talking.
And I would say immediately, you can see right about here is a golden flower with a faint, like, dewdrop blue patterning on its leaves.
Wait, is that... Noah checks their notes. Is that the flower?
It looks like
What?
It looks like it.
Oh, that was easy.
That might just be careful. A team has already died coming over.
I was
Coming over
going
here
to
to
say,
find it.
if it was right there and they died right outside, that is very tragic.
You're
So close,
holding
yet
your
so
concentration on
far.
detect magic, right, Cassian?
What's that?
You're holding concentration on detect magic.
Yeah.
No glow whatsoever from this flower. Glow
Well, the
seems to be
flower's not
emanating
magical.
from over here.
I am going to
Over
go
where?
up against the
I'm-
walls. It's way zoomed out.
Oh.
Way zoomed out. I'm gonna slink up against the walls, and I would like to stealth.
Okay. All of these routes, such as Elnadia and such enough, there is plenty of places for you to sneak about. If you honestly, even if you're out in the middle, someone your size, you could easily stealth about
All
here.
right. Well, I'm
Even and
just
out.
I'm basically just saying I'm gonna weave
Yeah,
through the routes
25?
and I'm stealthing at 25.
Right. What's everyone else doing?
So, where was the flower compared to the
The flower is
So
magic
it's
about
right
here.
here.
Yeah,
here, and where was?
right back
was it-
here. Seems to
Okay,
be
so
the
it's really
glow.
far.
Cassian seems to be coming from out of a some sort of dip, and I think over here you can see there is like puddles of murky, thick, viscous water.
Okay, so that is
Viscous.
stuff. That's not just.
Iala is uncomfortable because she can't get into the sky from here, so she's just kind of rubbing her arms uncomfortably.
Yeah,
And I'm just
you've got about 10-foot clearance with these ceilings, which is decent for a cave, but
it's incredible actually. I could be all over this. It's great. Oh wow, actually I could probably climb up the walls in here because
Easily.
it's so rooty. Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
us do this quickly. I don't like it in here.
I'm just kind of moving Nim forward because it takes me a long time to move.
You all start to approach this little flower, or at least Iala and Cassian are. It looks like instead of like having its own stalk and rooting, it looks like it is growing out of whatever this fine work is in here. Like it is, you can see these blossoms are on a thick stalk that is just going and becoming part of these twisting.
Nim wants
branches.
to like from where she's hiding. She's trying to look at the roots and how the flower is growing and everything, and she's kind of like warily assuming that if you touch the flower, it's like like trapdoor spider bullshit, or
You're trying to see
like
if there's any like
anglerfish.
clear
It's like
mechanisms.
trap of some natural variety. So I'm going to do a perception roll because I assume that's what it would be.
Go for it.
Or a 14. So it's not that great.
You don't see anything that sets off any alarm bells. Like you definitely see like this all seems to be one thing, or at least multiple of the same thing twined together. Whether this plant is connected to all of it or just a bit of it, it's hard to tell.
My brain's just worried that you pull the plant and then something comes roaring down and kills you. So,
Is this
but
whole
we know
thing?
they killed themselves. So who knows?
Is this whole thing just one plant?
Are there any signs of blood or anything around here, like on the roots and stuff?
Without doing an in-depth search, you can't see anything. No. And Nim, you didn't see any signs of like blood or anything like that. No animal debris.
Yeah, I'm just looking
I'm
around.
gonna say we leave the plant for now and see what's glowing further in.
Oh,
Hey,
actually,
Noah,
Nim, you said you had climbed up a wall bit, right?
Yeah, all of it.
I think you could see in here. Nim, you actually see what looks like to be like a arrow, like just floating in this murk. It's a little. It's not like at the surface. It's like it hit that sort of mid buoyancy point, submerged a bit.
Iala was going to check over here anyway.
Okay. Then I won't. Psst. I'll let you do it.
Iala, you wander over to the edge. And what's that? Noah?
Yeah.
Can Noah do a nature check on the flower and the vines around it?
Yes. To what extent? What are you trying to get?
Um,
Because I will tell you, this is
I
not a species that you will be familiar with.
let's see. I want to check if I can see if the flower and the vines surrounding it are of the same creature, of
Okay,
the same.
go ahead and give me a nature roll.
Here, is it like a was it like a holly or something like that, where it like adheres to another plant, or if it's like
Yeah.
its own plant, or if it's
Yeah,
like
yeah. So yeah, it's not like a holly where it's a symbiotic adherence or parasitic. This does appear to be like the material seems to be exactly the same, and there's no point you can see of like, oh, here's where the two would have merged. It does seem like this is part of whatever the rest of this growth is, whether it's all coming from that plant or it's like multiple things of the same type together. That's less clear, but it's definitely the same thing.
Okay, so this flower and the rest of this cave are of similar species, if not the same thing. So, I, for the sake of any kind of strange, retaliation, try not to do anything to the flower just yet. I think we should follow Cassian's, guidance and see what that chunk of magic is before we disturb anything.
Okay. Iala, you looking into that pool there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see an arrow. You can see what looks like to be some like coins, maybe at the bottom. Just little glimmers of metal. Yeah.
it's like a big pitcher
He's
plant.
not going for the coins. Those
It's a big pitcher
the
plant
water
going
can
to
have
the
it.
acid.
Well, somebody was firing a bow in here. So
Just gonna keep on stealthing. Gonna keep on stealthing.
is this another one of those dips?
Yep. You'll want to continue forward, not touching the plant for now.
Correct.
Yeah, you can see another dip. This here is a really large rising in the cave, nearly it's basically to the ceiling. It sort of obscures the rest of this over here, just so that you're aware. But yeah, there's another of these bowls here, and again, you see like glimmers of metal in there. You might see, I think, as well. You see, looks like to be a sort of like carved wooden holy idol. It's not attached to anything; it's just on its own. Looks like it might have once been on a cord or something. You know, it's got a little hoop at the top. But there's a wooden holy idol and a few other coins, and maybe it's hard to tell what that was. Maybe that was like a plate from a bit of armor or something, but you're not sure.
It is not filling me with any form of comfort.
I'm gonna since people are with an ice, I'm gonna kind of wander up this way.
Okay.
It's water, right? Or it looks like water.
Very thick,
It's-
viscous,
Very
murky.
don't-
viscous, murky.
Yeah, water is like it might be incredibly like fucked up water. You know, it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's congealed a bit. It's not nice. Probably not good to drink.
Hmm. Probably less fun to breathe, right?
Mm.
Give it a little taste.
You want to taste it?
I'm gonna climb down the roots to it, and I'm still hiding, but I'm gonna try and quietly touch it. See.
Okay, you touch it. Actually, your size, there's a lot of resistance. Like the surface tension of this is way greater than water.
Oh, cool. I could probably walk
How
on
far
this.
down is it?
You have trouble seeing the bottom, but you can make it out. I'd
No,
say.
I mean
To the water.
Oh,
the
to the
top
water?
level of the water.
Just about 5 feet.
Collapsible pole.
Right, you want to poke that into it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Not deep. I'm just gonna
yeah.
start by touching the water and see.
It penetrates. It almost glorps a bit.
Iala
Um,
shudders.
I'm casting prestidigitation on it to clean it.
To what, the pole or the water?
The water.
basically nothing happens. It's so small an effect on this bigger body of water that like
Also, it only like pushes the dirt away. You're just pushing it, kind of. Yeah.
Well,
like
I
it
wanted to see
definitely does something, but in the grand scheme of things,
it's a drop.
yeah.
Mhm.
You
do I
retract
see
the pole,
anything?
or you are keeping it in.
I'm just.
Some of it stays adhered to the pole, slimy.
Mm.
Is it? I'm gonna look at. Can I make a nature check to see if it's something I like?
Yeah,
Anything.
could be relatively high DC, but you definitely try.
Okay.
Give me a
It's a
20,
spawning
and you
pool for
you get
slimes.
stuff.
Nature. Nope.
There's some fucked up water.
But I get some inspiration for that.
You do.
Also, is there anything like visible, like
Over
up
there?
here? Not searching, just looking. Like, is it just
No, it's just more the
roots or-
surfacing. Yeah.
Is this
Um,
wall then?
Yes.
It's just like where it ends. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything up here.
And Nim, if you do
water...
touch it, test it like with your foot or something, yeah, this probably could actually support your weight.
Oh wow. There does.
It can support your weight if you kept moving. Is what I should actually say. It's essentially a non-Newtonian liquid.
Oobleck. It's
Yeah.
Oobleck.
Yeah, it's very ooblecky.
Great.
Nim is gonna do something wasteful and dumb. I'm gonna lose my stealth. I'm casting Unseen Servant.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sending it down to collect the things in the water.
Okay. You notice the Unseen Servant does have trouble moving through this. Because it does have a little bit of form, even if it's invisible. And you can actually, I think you can see its shape. Yeah. While the Unseen Servant is invisible, you can actually see it like. You've all seen what it looks like when like a clear, transparent like rubber is cast around something, right? Or something is moving through oobleck, like transparent oobleck.
Yeah.
It's like that. There is like a humanoid outline pushing through this liquid.
Okay, well, it's down there.
It doesn't take long, but it takes like at least a second for like the liquid to like reform behind it. So it's not an instant flood back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb back out while it's doing that, but I'm gonna have it gather everything down that pit, and I'm gonna have it go get everything out of that pit, because Nim's a greedy little asshole, and this is what I do.
Right, this will take some time. Do you want to leave it?
Yeah, I'll do this while.
I mean, you can leave it autonomously do it, and you can command it to like pilot by the entrance or such.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have it pilot everything outside by the entrance. Just drop it right by the door.
Good.
I'm basically telling it to go down each of these pits, get all the items out of them, and then put them over there. Anything that it can find.
And I will point out, this liquid wasn't sticky or anything. It's adhered to the pulse purely through like surface tension once again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I could wipe it off.
Yeah, you could wipe it off pretty easily.
Okay.
And
wipe it
then
off.
I will come back out and try to go back into stealth by.
Roll me another stealth then.
Yeah, this is gonna be sad because I won't roll as good as I did last time. Oh, 23.
Still
That's
good.
not as bad. Yeah. Not as good as what I had, but still good.
All right. You want to press forward anymore, or are you gonna stay here?
I'm gonna keep looking.
Keep going. I figured like whatever we get out of that's cool.
Well, you get a few things.
Well, and also like I'm on this idea of we have no idea what this freaking token is from this Phalord is.
It could
Leave
be any of those things.
Uncovered.
There's no guarantees that the magical glow is it, right?
Yeah, so it's just like just grab everything, right?
Okay.
Maybe the arrow for all we know.
Noah's going to stay alert and kind of like keep looking at the walls and stuff. And
worrying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Iala is going to flick out her wrist and summon her pole arm again. I don't want something coming out of that water at us. It's not very easy to see the bottom.
If Noah wants to use her action for a perception check as you move forward, you are free to.
I shall.
Cool.
Ooh,
That's a 10.
That's
you know,
fine.
still a 10. The fact that
I-
your ones can still get that high is impressive.
I would like to make whatever kind of check I could do to
What?
try to see if all these vines do seem to be the same. Not like the same size and stuff, but like the same. Like I don't know if they're alive, not alive, whatnot.
Oh, and that give me another nature check then. Yeah.
Okay. Nature.
You can't tell, Taryc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not without like interfering with the plant itself, which I don't think any of you are willing to do right now, right?
I
Not
think
yet.
we're scared of the plant.
You're scared.
I think we're scared of the plant.
Plant
We're
cave.
scared.
Okay. All right. You continue pushing forward. I'm gonna say move yourselves up to here, guys. In whatever order you guys want to be, because that's the point where you start seeing more stuff. There's not because you're getting ambushed or anything. Don't worry. But yeah, when you
Now I'm paranoid.
when you round this corner, like no longer blocked from view by this, you see a much larger pool of this liquid. And you see these branches sort of like almost like a bit of a bridge, an accidental nature one, but one and the same, leading over to what looks like to be a hole.
Ooh. It goes down deeper.
how deep do you think it goes?
Not there.
Nim, you could probably climb this if you want to get a better vantage, and Iala, you could fly up, but not. Yeah, you'll be bumped against the ceiling. It might be a bit awkward for you, but you can go up.
Yeah, I'll climb up here and go check it out.
You do that, Iala. You get as high as you can.
Yeah.
That
Kind of just grasp onto the gnarled ceiling.
you see no liquid in this hole, and you see it is just going straight down. And from your vantage points, you can't see where it ends.
It is rather deep.
And I think all of you can hear that sort of faint, when you get from a hole in a cave, wind going through it from a distance.
I'm gonna try climbing down, and then I'm gonna try and see if I can
Sprint across.
run across.
All right. Yeah, I think you can. I'm going to ask for a low DC athletics check just because it's a strange surface.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm amazing.
So Nim does that. You've all seen the video of the lizard running across the water. I hope you
That's
have.
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. Nim just goes shoom across it, and you reach the edge of this, Nim, and the branches, you can see them still going down, but like there is stone visible, like they're not coating it like they are the rest of this cave. You cannot see the bottom. It is pitch blackness.
Even with my dark vision and crazy
Even with
darkness?
your dark vision.
Even with my
Even with that.
super devil dark? My
Even with
devil
that.
dark? Oh.
You want to do
Wow.
do you want to do the toss check?
No, I'll kill a fish.
I mean, the bigger thing is, what does she have that she can toss?
Yalia's
Yeah.
gonna flap over next to Nim.
I want you to give me an
It's-
athletics check for actually trying to fly forward in this cave.
Okay.
And I will give you the
Yeah.
forewarning before you choose to do this. This is difficult for Iala to fly in this cave.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So she doesn't want to fall into the water. So if she's uncomfortable underground, and if there's not enough space to comfortably fly in a straight line, she might just stay grounded.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like while there's some height in this cave, keeping your wingspan and like bits of roots hanging down, it would be an athletics check.
She pretty
Well,
much
I'm
just
still-
can go straight up because she
Is
can
it-
hold
is there-
on to the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Are there roots and things on the way down, or just straight rock?
Yeah, there's some roots going down. Again, it's not like complete coverage as up here, but like you see roots going down into the darkness.
All right. You know what? Nim's going on an exploratory mission. I'm
Nim's
going
climbing down.
spelunking. Yeah.
You'll see Nim starting to climb down.
Nim, what are you doing? We shouldn't.
Do they see
split
me
up.
climbing down? I had a 23.
Oh, actually, none of you seen him climbing down.
Didn't we just see something?
Actually, Sammi, you went into the open across the water surface. I think they'd have seen you. That would have broken
yeah,
yourself.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm climbing down. So I have to re-stealth.
Yeah, if you want to stealth.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm going to spend my last inspiration.
Okay.
I do have an advantage though. That's one thing. So. Okay.
There you go. 21.
So 21. Yeah, 21. But yeah, I'm going down.
Right, so you'll see him go to the edge of this, start going down, and then you lose sight of her.
Oh no.
Cassian, where was that magic you saw?
Wow.
It was towards the back of the cave.
Iala is gonna start kind of doing a little bit of a jog around this, trying to get at the hole over here because Nim.
1 second, I need to think of the bay music as you run.
Yeah, you are able to do that if everyone else moves themselves up with Iala as well. Try and keep yourselves, and let your companions catch up a bit. Let's drag you back here.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I mean, remember, we have no idea where she is, so we don't know if she's climbing down. So
Well, you know what? You saw me start climbing down, and I disappeared.
well, as we're moving on, I'm gonna say, are you guys staying close together? Are you like keeping yourselves huddled to like be able to protect each other, or are you keeping yourselves apart? What are you doing?
Iala started kind of jogging forward and not really forgetting to the others at the moment.
And is anyone keeping pace with Iala?
Cassian's going to try because Cassian has almost no magical power left.
Okay, so Cassian,
So he needs to stay near.
Cassian and Iala at the front, Taryc and Noah behind.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, if we move you back here, we're going to move you there, and you would have stopped here. As I am sorry to reveal this.
Oh.
Just climb.
gelatinous cube.
No, gelatinous cube.
As you see Iala and Cassian step forward, and the air seems to ripple around them, and they suddenly start floating.
Oh no!
And as that happens, you all hear squelching movement coming from the walls, from above you on the ceilings. As we are going to reveal, coming from the ceiling, coming from the wall, coming from the ceiling, coming from the wall. Emerging between the cracks in the branches and so on, these viscous entities, living ooze emerging. And I think that's actually where we're going to call this session, because this is going to be a combat.
I do one thing as we see them.
Yes.
Just surgery. Can I make a roll to figure out what the hell they are?
Sure.
Also,
What
can we establish
you
how far
roll?
down I got?
Yes, I think in the time they moved, in fact, we can actually do it quite easily, because they moved from here, 50, 60, 80. You would have gotten 40 foot down.
Okay.
And what kind of roll would I make for that?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
No, wait, I am one of you.
Nature.
I'm gonna reroll. I'm gonna stick that last minute and 11 surprise.
You at least know that these are oozes of some variety.
Okay.
And I think just because they are tails in the centering circles, I think you would at least know this is a gelatinous cube.
Okay.
Well, I can tell it's gelatinous and a cube.
And as Iala and Cassian step into it and they feel that sizzling at their skin, that is where we're going to end this week's session. Yeah.
Game.
All right. Everybody is going to go ahead and take a nice chunky, what was it for that encounter? 400 experience points each.
Whoa.
Everybody can take the point of piety. And
Oh.
we will start this encounter same time next week.
Yay! Thank you.
Bye bye,
No.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.